I don't understand people who go to Subway and get a veggie sandwich. Like, just get a salad at that point. Fuck.
Well, we are officially actually live now, so that is good.
I'm glad that's how you're starting your stream.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why your camera is doing janky things. Okay, it's officially fixed. Welcome back, ladies and gentlefins, boys and squirrels, tyrants of all ages. We are back for Anderhale. We are on session 3, and as much as my DM instincts are kicking in and telling me to give a recap, we're doing something new. And we're rotating through players giving recaps, and the players who succeed in giving good recaps are given EXP, and it is officially Uthemar's turn. So Sigi, go ahead and run us the fuck down what happened last session.
Okay,
Even
well,
John.
started off after Coen's nice recap. We ended up going into the leather works, and that was the
Leofrich is how you pronounce that.
Leofrich's leather works, and we ended up ordering the leather bracelets for everybody. Drizzle and Wiess got some special bracelets with a D20 on each one of them, embroidered in each one of them. And Weilinn got Piggly Wiggly set up with its new collar. It had spikes around the collar and the name embroidered in black thread on the brown collar. Then after we ended up leaving the Leofrich's Leather Works, we ended up going out and we're walking through looking for a magic shop. And then all of a sudden there's this bright flash, and everybody's like looking around trying to see, okay, is Faeyra casting magic again? And blamed Faeyra for the big flash, and come to find out it was actually the magic shop appearing in town. And then somebody, I'm not going to name names, thought that the store might be aggressive and was afraid to enter the store.
I don't remember who was paranoid of the store.
Okay, I'll name
That sounds
names.
like a Velkin thing.
That was
This is Velkin? Okay.
Because he had he had heard of somebody else in the past having a bad experience with a building and a town just going kapoof. And I don't know how that works, but continuing on, everybody goes into the magic shop, and they had all these really cool trinkets and machinery and stuff that's like magic portals where a piece of armor appears out of nowhere and moves across and then disappears, and another piece comes in. Other things like that, and of course a magic bell at the front desk rang the bell, and I didn't catch was it Ember Emerson?
Ember Emerson, yes sir.
Ember Emerson, Enchantment Emporium. Ember Emerson was this 4-foot tall guy that just appears from a door that opened up in the ceiling and just drops down at the counter onto a stool
with flaming hair, nonetheless.
Yes, and a pen that doesn't require ink that writes, and he can just kind of do this, and the page turns, and flicking his fingers back and forth and turning pages, and of course with the bags. And so everybody bought their items. I bought a magic bag for my storage. Somebody spent 100 gold. Oh, Weilinn spent 100 gold on a Faeyra rune for his use of his bow, and Drizzle and Velkin negotiated with him for a few things, and Velkin got a whole bunch of stuff to replenish his, or to get his gunpowder and other things, and made a potential connection where he could have some sort of a cooperation in research into potential uses of amber hail. And then after that, we decided that we were going to go to the apothecary. Mitzi helped us find said apothecary. After passing up all the expensive ones in town, finds the most shady of them all, called Broke Arm Apothecary. And Mitzi chose it so that she would be able to get better pricing on everything, because she knew that the owner of the establishment would be fleecing customers, and decided to turn the tables on him. And we were able to determine that, yes, in fact, every single one of the potions that was on the shelf was an inferior version being sold for an exorbitant amount. And so we were able to get everything for like 50 gold. So spent 50 gold, and he asked us to leave without breaking his legs. And we threatened to turn him into Kosia or the police. So he willingly helped us out. After that, went ahead and retrieved the howitzer thing from Velkin's lab, and then headed to the Iron Knoll Mines, a 3-day journey. Once we got to the mines, while the journey itself was uneventful and mixed with rain and dry, it ended up ultimately coming down to it's raining heavily when we get there. So we went through the town and ended up finding the person that was in charge, and I couldn't quite hear the name. Do we remember the name of the person?
Yes, the lady who is in charge is Lady Geir Ferret Knife.
Geir. Okay, that's what I'm sorry.
Gair. Geir.
Ferret Knife.
She is a gnome.
Okay. And so she showed us to the mines. We ended up entering the mines. Uthemar and Weilinn decided to stealth up and go investigate. And when we got there, Uthemar could see movement down below, but couldn't see how many people there were. And Weilinn couldn't see anything. And so he thought the coast was clear and signaled for everybody to come on up. And we ended up having an ambush barrage of arrows come in and damage several people. Mitzi took the brunt of the damage with a full piercing of the nose with an arrow, and kind of healed other people that were hurt so that they weren't gonna die. But she herself took like 8 points of damage or something. And at that point, we decided to kind of retreat back to the entrance of the mine, and we called the session.
Yeah, that is pretty much correct. I will give you the XP for it. You did miss one very important thing, however.
What was that?
That is the fact that Wiess, you are currently fighting off a different draconic voice than last time.
God damn it.
You are hearing a
forgot
draconic
about
voice
that.
in your head again. It is not the same draconic voice you had heard before.
Okay.
Additionally, on top of that, you took an arrow to your head that caused a severe ear injury. Thanks to Mitzi's medical attention, that is not going to be permanent, but it will require proper recuperation before it can heal. Or the use of, I believe it is like greater restoration or something like that. I'd have to double check. And Mitzi got her nose busted. She did not bother fixing that. A couple other people were wounded. Mitzi fixed you guys up too. But yeah, that is where we are picking back up, just outside of the mine, with everybody having been forced into a retreat. A couple of points of note, specifically to Velkin and a little bit to Uthemar, because you were the people with proper dark vision. Some things that you noticed. You noticed that you guys each saw 3 groups of kobolds at the end of that mine shaft, in little alcoves, that's the word I'm looking for. Alcoves sunken into the wall. They all seem to be armed with bows, and there doesn't seem to be immediately obvious any particular way to get to them. You noticed in the alcove that is directly in front of the entrance, there was a kobold that seemed to be kind of in charge. That was all white, as opposed to the typical red hue of a kobold. And very specifically to Velkin, who has experience with kobolds, you would have noticed the fact that these kobolds seem to be wearing not just gambeson, but some sort of uniform, and that they seem to be acting in a manner that is a bit more military than one might expect of kobolds. And from there, I will hand it back to everybody with the mention of the fact that I have now added everyone's items to their sheets. Everyone has all of the items that they purchased the last couple of sessions on their sheets. Weilinn, you now have the longbow that you were given by Addison on your sheet, as well as the Faeyra rune thing. Faeyra, you have your cloak on there, which even has a link to the web spell that you have. Because of the cloak, you guys have everything on your sheets. Last but definitely not least, I do need to shout out Michael Gelfie, who is responsible for tonight's audio, and, of course, our wonderful Logical You playing Drizzle Deepcurrent. Definitely go check him out. We are getting him really close to affiliate. We need a few more followers. We need a few more viewers, but we are almost there. So, with that, I'm going to hand it back to the group, having just exited the mine. Waiting out there, of course, is Lady Geir Ferret Knife, who had led you there.
They are aggressive.
Alright, yep, that did not go as planned.
I do believe I told you that.
I
Alright.
don't understand why Weilinn.
I'm used to kobolds being more trapsy versus, very direct.
Weilinn, I
alright.
saw movement. Why did you signal for everybody to come forward?
But I've told
But
them to stop.
Very wasn't clear. Very, very clearly was not a good thing for them to approach, because we were trying to scout, and these people have no stealth.
Ouch, that is
Ow!
helpful.
I am extremely stealthy, thank you.
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't really think there would just be 17,000 kobolds waiting armed with a bow, ready to shoot all at once. Okay.
I only counted 15 arrows, so I think that there was at least 3 groups of 5. And I know that Velkin killed one of them with his howitzer thing. It was obliterated. So
I do believe you said you were calling that thing Mordekainen's sledgehammer, if I recall. Is that correct, Jessen?
well,
Yes,
that would
it is
be
the
apt.
technical term for it.
Perfect.
That kobold that it hit splattered.
Oh yeah, dude. I find it really amusing. Jessen's sitting there like, and it needs to make a save to avoid being knocked backwards. And I'm sitting like, dude, there's not a kobold to be knocked back. It's a mist. You have pink misted that kobold. There's nothing to get knocked backwards.
There was no kobold left.
No.
What are
Also,
you talking
it is
about? Are you telling me that a kobold can't just take what is it? Why does this not list damage? It listed damage last time. It's like 3d8 damage straight to the face. Like, come on.
Yeah, man, those kobolds just gotta get tougher, I guess.
Breathe on them. You breathe on a kobold and it dies. The problem is when they're in groups.
Perhaps.
Why are you walking
I just
across my
want
stream
the,
camera without a shirt on? Oh, put clothes on.
Good thing you have a.
I literally told... Oh, he clipped through it. I literally told you, we are starting stream in 40 minutes. Don't interrupt our stream. And you went, okay.
It's a little late now.
Dumbass. At least he's a dude. So it's probably not bannable.
Why you just bummer he's a dude.
I mean, it's a bummer
This
from
is why
one
you don't have a
perspective.
camera, and you're not required to wear clothes.
Well, unfortunately for you, once you get here, you will be required to wear clothes and have a camera.
Yeah, I need to find my background, but I know what I want my background to be.
Just a trench line?
Uh-huh.
Of course. Anyways, sorry for that minor distraction. Carry on, y'all.
Okay, well, I was gonna suggest maybe we should try to stealthily take out some of the kobolds.
I might have a way
Whittle.
to distract some of the archers.
And I know that y'all are... Y'all? I just said y'all in an Irish accent. That was rather interesting. And I know that you all are professionals and sent by Kosia, but I would like to remind ye that we do have those shields up for offer. That may be useful against the amount of arrows that scouting
Yes.
indicates.
Really?
Another question that I would like to ask. We do need to get this mine back. We can't just cave in the entrance and wait them out.
I believe Kosi would be very upset about that.
Yes, our iron production cannot remain halted like this. That is not a viable option.
One other thing is that kobolds can dig their way out and make other tunnels. They may not have actually entered through the entrance, or could have other tunnels that they may have dug, so that they might have an escape route. So,
Weiss, while this
thinking about
conversation is
that.
happening, you do have the ringing in your ears, or your one ear, that is fairly damaged. And due to that, you lose focus for a moment on keeping the voice at bay, and it consumes your consciousness for a moment, and you can hear it clearly. If I recall, you speak Draconic, yes? Then I will
Yes, I
simply
do.
say it in English, instead of just making fake dragon noises.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny though. I think we should do it.
Now I request some of that and then
You're not-
completed.
There you go. That's your one set of fake dragon noises.
Okay.
You hear in your head, "Who are you?" Who walks with our brood?
Or she'll be like kind of holding her head and she'll go ahead and answer.
Out loud or in her head?
attempt in her head, but how bad it is, I think that needs to be up to roll.
Alright, if you want to make it up to roll, call it a DC 12 wisdom check. It's not hard to say things in your head.
Can I just mute that?
What a sentence.
Pass or fail?
Hold on.
Oh, you torn some up?
I will not. I did not hit her. I did not.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Alright, well then you say it out loud. I assume you're answering in Draconic, though. Yeah, booting Fantasy Grounds would be helpful, you're not wrong.
I thought it was already open.
Alright, well since Wiess has something to deal with over on that end, I will cut back to that conversation that you guys are having.
The only two
Well,
people that can really use a shield, I'm guessing, are Mitzi and Wiess.
Well, we could always just carry the shield in front of us and build a shield wall at the end of the hallway there, and then I
Tall
guess we
person
can
a shield
try
and have him walk
to
in the
shoot
front.
through
so I
the
think
cracks
that's-
at the kobolds on the other side of the room.
Well, why even waste one of our own lives carrying the shield? I will have one of my machines carry multiple shields stretched out across the hallway. And then all we have to do is stand behind it and take pot shots.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If you could do that, that would actually be...
That would be awesome.
And if the kobolds try and come up, well, they will have a literal wall to climb over, which gives us plenty of time to bop them in the head with heavy object.
I like the way you think, Falcon.
This is true.
Pardon me while I start looking at a spell list.
Yeah, Ezzy, I would like to purchase. I'm gonna assume three shields cover the width of the hallway, from like what I remember.
That's a good question. I don't remember.
Actually, you know what? Rather than asking how many shields will cover, I'm just going to make. And it can even be made out of wooden timbers. Like it can just be like a square frame with a number of hooks on it.
It is an approximately 10-foot across hallway.
Okay. So yeah, I'll make a square frame that mounts to the front of one of my tank-like devices that is capable of like collapsing and getting smaller, and the shields will mount to the front of that. Not like secure, not like actually like welded there, but like placed there by hook.
Okay.
So if the hallway narrows, we can take a few minutes and downsize the size of the RAM.
Okay.
Or
here's what I
make it
will
larger.
say about that. Your small tank, the one you can just create, is not going to be big enough to actually pull that plan off. But with a little bit of time, like the rest of the afternoon of the day you're currently in, it would be easy enough to rig something like that up to your larger tank. You're not convinced that your larger tank is the best thing to be, say, driving further and further into that, past the initial hallway, but you do think it would work just fine to bring that fucker in with a shield wall and possibly even having your cannon actually have a gap for the cannon and be able to fire that. You could probably mount a shield like on either side of the cannon with the rest of the day's work.
Okay.
So then you have the cannon, you have the shields.
Okay.
And you do have the Amber Hill to fuel the thing.
I do.
I added that to your inventory, by the way.
I have not found it, but I trust you.
It's at the bottom. It's a 5-charge piece of Amber Hill. Rock.
Oh, that's right, I bought Amber.
Oh, no, it's all the way at the top of my inventory.
Oh, well. Same difference.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and build that. So we can kind of push down the hallway.
Alright, well that is definitely a... You guys need to head back to camp. Oh my god, the soapstone is cold. You guys need to head back down the hall, or back to the main city, and start working on that then, if that is your plan. And you can continue discussing plans as you go with that as well.
So we have to head back to Kosia's city?
No. Just you're
okay.
literally right outside a mine shaft right now. All of your shit, including the tank, is back in the small town.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have to go back to the mining town.
Yeah.
Okay. Mining town. You said city, and I was like, oh crap.
City, town, hill, church. They're all the same.
So, while you guys go do Mr. Tanky thing, Uthemar, I think me and you should go look and see if we can find another entrance to the cave. Just in case.
Do you have dark vision, Weilinn?
No.
I do.
But it is midday. I do not believe I will be needing...
Yeah, but
Well,
if you end up
it
going
is also
into the-
raining, so...
If you end up going into the mine at all, you might
Oh, I just planned on not going into the mine after what just happened. I'm good.
Yeah, I was just thinking, if we can scout along the hillside and everything, then maybe we can scout a little ways each direction and see if we hear or see any sort of kobold movement or something. I do have the perk for not allowing us to get lost, so that always helps.
Yeah, I figured you...
Did you just say in character that you had the perk?
Yeah, you did.
Shut the fuck up. No, just no. Let's not. That ain't how that work. The correct phrasing was, I have a superb sense of direction and very rarely to never get lost. Not, I have the perk that prevents us from getting lost.
Well,
because this is clearly a game.
Out of character, there's no such thing as perks. And there's traits. I said perk on purpose.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe you.
The perk of ranger training.
It's a perk. It's a perk because it comes as part of my ranger training.
Look. Uthemar's just out there on 10 perk. It's okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Would be a good idea.
okay.
To
Well,
kinda go
I have the according to my sheet.
According to my character sheet about myself that I carry around with me in my backpack.
That's what I was
We all
thinking.
do that. I mean, it's fine.
I can tell that's what you were thinking by the laugh, Max.
Well, he does have a D&D game set, so
You're
D&D
not
is
wrong.
a thing in D&D, and Uthemar does have a character sheet of himself.
So you're saying instead of just knowing what he's able to do, Uthemar regularly pulls out a piece of paper to reference to know what his own abilities are.
He doesn't have to reference it; he just knows it by heart.
Okay. According to my sheet, I'm able to do this.
Own abilities as perks, though.
Well, my favorite part is the according to my sheet. Like, not I know what I can do. No. According to the sheet, which I have memorized, I am able to do this.
Okay.
What a man!
Move on. Otherwise,
What a lad!
Otherwise, Coen's going to be...
Look. That can't possibly hurt his head more than Pontiac fire truck.
I don't even get that reference, and I don't like
I'm
it.
sorry. It was Palmiac Thunder Truck. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys don't get that joke, you guys should tune into the Vampire the Masquerade streams every other Wednesday.
Yes.
So, you guys are going to go scout, is the plan I understand right now, trying to find additional entrances to the mine. Excuse me. Velkin, at minimum, is going back to Iron Knoll to work on rigging some sort of metal bars to his larger tank and hewing that amber hail into a shape he can actually put in the reactor core. What is Drizzle doing? Actually, before we even address what is Drizzle doing, Wiess is back at keyboard. So let's go ahead and handle that response. To answer the earlier question, are you responding in Draconic, as I assume, or are you going to be responding in Common? Okay, Draconic. Does anyone else in the party speak Draconic?
She's gonna give her full name at this moment.
Okay.
Uthemar does not, but Uthemar isn't around.
Well, yeah.
I really feel like I should speak. Like, I really feel like Velkin should speak Draconic, but he doesn't.
All right. So the only person here who understands what Wiess says is you, Faeyra.
Would I made a check the first time to understand, to recognize Draconic. Do I recognize it as Draconic at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Given that this is the second time that this is happening, and you were already told by Wiess that this was happening, you can recognize it again without a check.
Okay. Alrighty.
Oh, random side note for Wiess. Wiess, you ended up getting a phone call from your mother last session. I don't remember what it was about. I don't think it was overly important.
I was really confused for a second. Like, no, what?
Yeah, no. Sending. Her mother went to one of those vendors that can just cast sending to somebody.
Okay.
And I think you're just given a brief update of things back home.
Yeah, like how the library's doing and whatnot. Okay.
That was my excuse for why you missed most of the shopping montage, because you were talking with Mom on the phone.
Yeah.
And then the sending also started giving you a headache.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, so you hear Wiess utter her full name, and you said full name, right? Does that include name of? Ooh.
Oh, please let it.
Oh,
I'm
spicy.
standing right next to her.
All
I don't
right.
understand what she's saying.
So
I can understand her name.
What can
Draconic?
DM me, Wren, what her
generally
full name is as she would say it?
Unless the name is Draconic, it comes out in common.
You better make sure. Go.
The answer to whether or not it comes out in common, from what I am reading, is that it's sort of up to the character. The character can choose to change to essentially roughly translate the name into the language,
Whatever.
which then it would be understandable by only the people who speak that language, though it would probably be slightly scuffed.
Why swim?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm actually basing this off not D&D rules, because there are no D&D rules which specifically state either way, but actually what I'm reading about translations of texts in general. So yeah, once you DM me that name, I will rule what exactly Raven hears. While you figure out exactly what configuration you want your full name to be in, we will cut over to Max and Uthemar, and then we'll figure out what Mitzi, Raven, and Drizzle and everyone are doing. All right, so the two of you are going, huh?
Raven isn't in this game. That's Wednesdays.
Faeyra.
We're talking about you in person, Raven.
Yeah, apparently. Well, how did I get into the D&D
Yeah,
world? Wait.
you keep on
Look,
saying
look,
Max and
you-
Uthemar. It's Weilinn and Uthemar.
You and Faeyra have both eaten so many sweets that your brains have crossed.
Okay.
That translates.
Oh. Speaking of sweets.
Speaking of sweets, excuse himself to go get sweets. Point proven. Weilinn, Uthemar. Where exactly are you looking to attempt to find things? And what exactly are you looking for?
Looking for any signs of digging or presence of anything that looks like something has been trying to at least cover up tracks.
Okay.
Like leaves that have been spread out on the ground
Yeah, I'm with you. I understand what you're saying.
unnaturally and stuff like that.
So that's what you're looking for. What are you looking for, Weilinn?
I was just gonna be looking for a hole.
Okay. So in that case, I need an investigation check from Weilinn and a survival check from Uthemar.
Investigation.
Oh, ouch!
What'd you get?
I rolled a 10.
Okay. And then what, dude?
Ooh,
19.
nice.
Hey! I like how Uthemar's like, I'm looking for all these specific signs, and I'm gonna figure it out because I'm like smart and savvy. And Weilinn just like, I'm looking for a hole. Hey, here's a hole.
I mean, like, how hard is it to find the hole? Like,
You're like, man, I can't find anything that's
sometimes
disguised.
It's pretty fucking hard.
It's like, I can't find anything that's disguised. Well, I found something that isn't. So you guys spread out around the knoll that this mine is dug into the side of. And Uthemar, you're not finding much. Every time you think you found something, you poke at it and it was nothing. You're not sure exactly why you're having such difficulty. You think perhaps maybe nothing was dug at all. And then you hear Weilinn shout, "Over here!"
God damn it.
Weilinn is actually much further up the hill than you are.
Okay, well, I guess they came in from up higher than where I was searching, so...
And as you both are kind of poking around this hole, it is a very small hole. It is not... It is... You think that perhaps Lady Geyer could fit down it, but you guys most certainly cannot.
Okay, so this is kind of like... some sort of creatures...
so I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna point at the hole. I'm just gonna be like, see over there, and I'm gonna point like off in the distance. And as he comes up, I'm just gonna like push him towards the hole. Like, go, fit.
I'm not gonna fit down
Go
this hole.
fit.
Your shoe sinks into the hole a little bit, but it's very obvious that he does not fit in the hole at all. You might think it is from kobolds, but you're fairly certain that it fits kobolds and nothing larger.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Is this thing like going down into the tunnel, or is it? I mean, is there some sort of grade to this thing where we might be able to roll something
is
down?
Drizzle gone already? Can I look to see if I see Drizzle, or is he gone already?
Was Drizzle staying outside the entrance, or is Drizzle going back with Velkin? What is Drizzle doing? Or is Drizzle standing there with Wiess because Wiess is doing things?
Drizzle is standing by Wiess, and he's gonna run command using Lucas.
Okay, so you can.
He's gonna use Lucas for messages and shit like that.
You can see Drizzle. Drizzle is currently standing with Wiess, Raven, and Velkin. Have you started going back yet, or are you still with the party since they have not moved?
No, Velkin, like, we talked about what to be done, and it was decided on what needed to be done. And so now Velkin is going to do what needs to be done.
Fair enough. Lady Geyer would have come with you, because she's the one who needs to requisition the shields for you. So she's going to come with you to make sure that you have whatever it is you need.
Okay.
While the rest of the party is doing this. So yeah, you can definitely see Drizzle. To answer your question, however, Uthemar, you can't really particularly tell much about it. It's a little bit dark, and the angle's a little bit weird. It seems to be rather curvy, and that's why you think you can't tell much. Weilinn, you can tell one very important detail. This tunnel was dug out, not in.
Oh. That's less helpful. Anyway, Drizzle! Drizzle, I need your spider! Come here!
Alright.
God damn it.
Yes.
Alright, so, Drizzle will be sending the spider over in a minute. We're going to switch back to the other happenings. Let's see here. Do I have that mission? Okay. How in the hell am I supposed to pronounce that? Leaharis? Leaharis? How is that pronounced?
I have no clue.
Your name.
I'm gonna go with Leaharis.
Sure, why not?
Alright, so, Raven, you would hear her go, Wiess, Gwir, Leaharis, Tristarian. With a very hard R. You may make me a history check to see if any of that means anything to you. And everyone else standing around just hears her speaking in Draconic.
That is 15.
15? You recognize the name Tristarian. You're not sure exactly what it is, but you're pretty sure it's some sort of nobility, possibly royalty, out of Trist.
Well,
And in response to... Now there's more dragon talking. I see. And that's it. That's all you get. And the voice finally goes quiet.
Cool.
And Viper seems as if he has woken from some sort of trance. Viper now seems to have woken from some sort of trance and is now fully functional again.
Okay.
And it is at this time that you hear Weilinn yell, Hey! Drizzle! I need your spider!
I'm going over there.
is her name in Draconic or Common?
Draconic.
Common. But it was spoken in Draconic.
That's why it was a little scuffed.
What?
So you're the only one that understood it. Mitzi is going to look at Wiess, though, and go, the hells was that?
She's doing the thing where she speaks Draconic again.
Again.
The fuck is Draconic?
Yeah, because that's just normal for Wiess.
It's Dragon's language?
Dragons talk.
Azzy.
Yeah.
I thought they just
Hey,
roared.
Azzy.
Nah.
What the fuck? Alright. Yes, Coen.
Okay. If I was standing there, I'm gonna cast a spell as soon as I hear her speaking Draconic.
Of course he is.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
That is an action to cast if you're using a spell slot, right?
Languages, does it?
It is an
does.
action to cast.
Okay.
Yep, nope, you can understand any spoken language or read any language.
Or written, yeah.
All you hear is the Tristarian. You don't catch any of the rest of it. Because I'm allowing you to cast it in reaction, so you're definitely not getting the whole thing. But you do hear just Wiess go, Tristarian.
Alright.
You also don't know what was asked. All you know is that she has just said the royal family of Trist's name in Draconic.
True. True.
And you start walking over. Does everyone else go with him?
You okay, Wiess?
You know, she's probably still holding her head. As good as I can be, really.
At least you didn't pass out this time. Last time you did that, you passed out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was hard to
First, he had
carry
to
her.
carry you. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like he struggled a lot.
It's fair.
Alright.
Know
Oh.
what Weilinn wants with the spider?
Yeah.
Alright, well you lot fucking do that. I'm gonna stand watch in case any of the kobolds come out of the tunnels. And Mitzi pulls her fucking pistols out of her belt and just levels them at the entrance.
Well, that's one way to do it. Okay.
I'm gonna
Are you guys
stay with
coming?
her.
Oh, thank you, Sigi.
I'll stay and help Mitzi.
Darling, I most certainly have this. It's fine. Did you hear me? Where'd I cut out?
I think you cut out. I didn't hear it.
Oh,
Like,
she said, darling, I most certainly have this. It's fine. Besides, you're one of the only people that understands whatever the fuck she just said. If you ask me, you should probably stick with her.
okay, for sure. Be careful.
I'll do my best. I am a pirate, you know. That's... Careful is not exactly in our blood.
Don't even get hurt.
It's fun. And she kind of, like, pinches, like, snaps her nose back into place.
What's she doing about the piercing?
So I'm kind of ruling that it broke her nose by, like, just passing it, sticking into her actual cheek, and the shaft snapped her nose to the side.
Okay.
She's put a bandage over the hole in her cheek.
Ouch.
All right, and you guys walk over to where Uthemar and Weilinn are staring at a hole.
Yes, Weilinn.
Send the spider down the hole and see what you can see.
It is a hole.
That
I
leads
am
to
very
the
curious.
mine.
I am very curious, though. You are right. All right, Lucas. Let's do this, dude.
What is the
and also
range
me.
of visibility through a familiar? I don't recall. 100 feet?
Let me double check.
I think it's 100,
Gee, it's
isn't
not
it?
a
Such.
fucking unfamiliar. There you are.
Did you know the Notepad app and my Spells app are not the same thing?
100 feet of you. You can
Okay,
communicate
so-
telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes. And here's what it hears. Gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has.
We just lost a couple players for Monday night. That doesn't make me happy.
What's on Mondays?
Oh, Denver. A couple of the Denver Broncos are injured for our game against Seattle.
Raven was like, "You were playing a
Actual,
D&D game without me?"
I didn't know he did anything on Mondays. I was like, wait a minute, I don't know of anything on Mondays, but I know all of your games pretty much.
Monday night
Even the
is
ones I'm not
football
in.
night.
Yeah, the sports ball is that's beyond me. The sports ball.
So yeah, I'll not Drizzle, that's me. I'll send Lucas down.
Send Drizzle down the hole.
Yep, we give Drizzle a 1911 and a flashlight, and we send him down the hole.
I don't think you'd be able to
No.
carry a 1911.
I'm sorry, we can't do that. Vulcan went back to the town to kill this.
Oh, lordy. Okay.
That is the reason we can't do that, because Velkin's not here.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is totally not, because giving a spider a 1911 and a flashlight is not a viable tactic in general. That has nothing to do with it. It's definitely only because there's no Velkin. You're right.
Well, you know,
Horse.
ants can pick up 1,000 times their own weight.
But tarantulas cannot.
No,
I don't-
No, they can't.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but tarantulas and ants are not the same thing.
I was just trying to say they're both insects. Well, not.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're not.
No, they're not. One's an
Tarantulas
arachnid.
are arachnids.
That's what I just said. Yes,
No.
arachnids.
Wait, is an arachnid not just a subclass of an insect?
No.
No,
No?
insects are completely.
They're very much their own thing.
That's like saying, are birds not just subsets of mammals?
Okay,
It's like, no, buddy boy, they ain't.
Oh,
Aye.
that's interesting.
What?
To be considered an insect,
look
you
it
have
up.
to have specifically 3 pairs of legs.
You didn't
Yeah.
know this?
They have 6 legs.
No.
Did you go to school?
Wait, so what is a centipede or like a millipede? What are they?
I don't remember what they're classified as, but they're neither insects nor arachnids.
those are cephalopods.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they're
Same with roly
cephalopods.
polies.
Now that we have had our insect classification lesson for the day, or bug classification lesson, as it were, Lucas goes down the hall.
Thank you.
It goes down the hole.
No, they are arthropods.
Oh,
Arthropod,
yeah.
thank you.
Cephalopods are
It's our ocean
definitely
creatures,
different.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Octopi or cephalopods.
So the
Yeah,
itsy
that's
bitsy
right.
spider crawled down the water spout, in poured the rain, and washed the spider out.
Not in this case.
It is right.
Yeah, in this case.
It is raining.
Yeah,
So-
it's fine.
Lucas starts to crawl in there, and very quickly, you're watching through Lucas's eyes, and you see Lucas start to lose his footing, and then whee!
Hold on. How much water is there?
Enough
Like, is
that
it
the
full to the top?
No, but the entire
Well,
thing.
then
has-
I'll just put him on the top.
Okay, that's not how. It's a round tunnel. The water is running down on all sides. It does not fill up the
Oh,
tunnel.
this is like a
It's
this is
a
like
water
a straight
slide.
down. This is like a straight down thing. Okay.
It curves
I didn't
and
know if it
shit,
was at
yeah,
an-
but
I didn't know if this was at like an angle, because if it's
Well,
at an angle, the water would just run down the bottom.
the
not
issue
top of
isn't
the
whether or
fucking
not it's at an angle. The issue is that it's bored into the side of a hill. And so the water is going to be entering it from all sides.
I mean, not necessarily, because it depends on the angle of the hill. Because if it's just one angle, the top will get a little bit of water, but not as much water as the bottom.
Yeah. But my point is, he loses footing, slides a ways down. You get 50 feet down pretty much instantly.
If it was wet, I will spin a web and slowly start to go down.
Okay. You manage to find an anchor point, and now you knit yourself a little spider climbing harness, and your way down.
Alright.
This
Dig
thing,
it.
this thing whines and curves. Well, no, the kobolds done that. The kobolds
fuck
are the
you.
ones who dug it.
Fuck you.
The tunnel winds and curves and winds and curves, and eventually you reach the 100-foot mark. You still haven't seen anything of interest.
This tunnel is very deep.
So what I want you to do is cast Find Familiar at 9th level, and then do it.
No.
We're not overcasting
hear you.
Find Familiar. I don't know how many times I need to say this. We are not overcasting Find Familiar. Why does this continue to need to be repeated? We're not making Drizzle a wine ganassi, and we're not overcasting Find Familiar. I don't have many rules, but that is one of them.
I believe one of the other rules is something about don't fighting gorillas or something.
It's no having sex with King Kong.
Yeah, that would
I
be.
think we are getting real close to that meme with the genie that's like you have 3 wishes, and then something ridiculous is said, and then they're like, there are 4 rules now.
I think there was another one about something about Weilinn can't ride Drizzle at some point in time.
Yes.
Yes. Although I think it might have been Weiss that was trying to ride Drizzle across the river. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, on the edge, you can see a faint glow. You're on the edge and you can see a faint glow.
Well, what do you see, Drizzle? You said it's just a long tunnel.
You
Nothing.
can't talk to us without disconnecting focus.
Alright. No, I can talk. I just can't hear or see. Alright, so I'm approximately 100 feet down. And there's a light. I'm gonna do something ballsy. I'm gonna give
Guys, it's not on me.
I'm gonna give Lucas the command to crawl out and go on top of the ceiling and start scouting, and I will give him like 5 minutes, and then I will bamf him back out to me, and we can talk about what the fuck he saw.
All right. So we'll go ahead and fast forward those 5 minutes. And yeah. So you bamf him back to you. He saw kobolds. Rushing about tunnels, doing things. But the interesting thing that he saw was the light seemed to be emanating from a cavern that was at the end of that tunnel. And the cavern was filled with bioluminescent mushrooms. Some of them quite large. And kobolds were harvesting them.
Well, there was kobolds apparently harvesting giant bioluminescent mushrooms.
Go ahead and do one last thing for me. I need you to make a perception check for Lucas. It is a DC 20, so roll high.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. If
Plus
you got the nat
nothing.
20, you got it. He says something that may or may not make sense to you. He informs you that one of the mushrooms had a face.
Huh?
Aye. Can I, as Drizzle, not as a spider, for fucking sake, make a little checky check?
Name your check and make your justification.
Intelligence check? Reading books. Or Arcana, not
Reading
intelligence,
book.
Arcana check.
Okay, so you're using
I am
Arcana
a very well...
specifically. Okay.
I'm a very well-traveled person.
Yep. Alright, you may make your check. I have a DC in mind.
Another natural 20.
Another natural 20?
Which is 25.
Okay.
Oh, this
You
dice
don't
is
know
good today.
what the creature is. What you do know is that you have read about a number of different creatures that are essentially just living, like animated fungi. They eat, they move, they do things. They're big-ass mushrooms that can do stuff. You are aware that such creatures do exist, and that it is possible that Lucas saw one of those. But given that you're going off of a description of a mushroom with a face from Lucas, you can't tell what the fuck it is. Like, you just can confirm that that is a legitimate possibility.
Makes sense. Well, there's some sort of living mushroom creature down there. Lucas says he saw a mushroom with a face.
Does the mushroom know when you need him?
I forgot about him, to be honest.
I believe the answer is kidnapped by the cult, or at least that's the working theory.
Huh.
I forgot about that. I remembered he disappeared. I don't remember why.
Yes. Unfortunate business. Well, that's interesting. So we do know this is an exit tunnel.
So they came up through here. I'm wondering where they went after coming out.
I'm guessing they probably just dug extra tunnels to the cave.
So this
I mean, in case a cave-in happens, they would want a way out just as much as a person.
Yeah. But did they go back in the same hole that they dug out, or is it possible that they have other holes around the area as well?
I would assume they would have other holes, just in case there's blockages in different caverns.
Okay.
That would make the most sense to me, as opposed
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming, but I have not studied the inner workings of the Kobold mind before, so...
I mean, the Kobold escape holes aren't going to be big enough for us to fit through to get in, so...
Right.
It doesn't matter.
And seeing as it was pretty much not big enough for us normal people, and probably not even big enough for our gnome friends, so...
Ooh.
And I wouldn't want to risk their lives trying to sneak in behind people. And
Drizzle, you can make water, right?
long.
Yes, I was thinking of flooding them out, but if there is extra... If there's multiple caverns, then that's kind of pointless, because they could just go to a different cavern.
Couldn't you just fill up that cavern too? I mean...
No. There's only so much water I can produce.
But if we want to wait here for a week, or 2, or 3.
Yes. About once a day I can produce 30 gallons of water a day, innately. Once a day.
A horse trough is 100 gallons, so...
We're trying to get this mine back in working condition.
We also don't...
Yeah.
Flooded, it's not going to be very workable.
Yeah, just thinking about how much work it would be to clean that out. We'd have to hire the kobolds to dig drainage tunnels.
That would be funny.
I wish to go see how much progress Vulcan's made on that shield thing.
Yeah. Now that we know that there are escape holes and everything, we need to formulate some sort of a plan for how to handle. Maybe the miners can wait at the can scout around for other holes, and if we scare kobolds enough to where they start to try to exit through the escape routes, have a miner hit it in the head with a pickaxe as it's coming out.
If they try to flee, what's wrong with just letting them go?
They may regroup
The
and
only,
come back
our
in
only
force.
thing is that we don't want them here.
Well, they may. Well, seeing
I
as
mean,
they're
the pesky
wearing
little creatures can
some
go
sort of uniforms and they're
nowhere.
some sort of command structure, I'm assuming that they would regroup and come back.
So, you were not actually told that piece of information by Velkin?
Was not. Oh.
No, Velkin never said he said it.
Get fucked.
Oh. I don't. Darn.
Well,
Not
both of
meaning-
them saw it because they both had dark vision.
No.
Both of them saw it, but Velkin was the only one that could actually differentiate what he was looking at. Because Velkin has the regular kobolds
he's
he's
got-
fought
yeah, he's
by
got-
comparison.
Yeah.
Velkin has the previous knowledge to go, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas
But
Uthemar's just like,
hey,
ah, that's normal.
Okay. So, well, all I saw was that they were wearing gambits.
Mhm.
Okay. Well.
But
you're
given
right
that you don't know fucking jack all about kobolds, that doesn't mean anything to you. You're not gonna be like, that's weird, why are they wearing gambesson? You're gonna be like, yeah, maybe kobolds wear gambesson, I don't know.
Yeah. I got
right,
you
take
stream
note
in
of
the
it.
background, and it's got slight delay.
That is how streams work.
Let's get Mitzi and go back to town. Get out of this fucking rain.
Yeah, maybe. But knowing Drizzle, he probably enjoys it.
Drizzle just making rain angels on the top of the hill.
I freeze, like, make a little part colder so it's, like, actually holds.
You're making slush angels?
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
That's vile. What a degen.
Oh, my food's gonna be here anytime.
Alrighty, so you guys make it back to town, but before you do, Velkin!
Ah, yes. How can I help?
Well, you can build me a Paris gun. No, so you are led back to town by Lady
Are
Gaga.
you on it? Check your kitchen.
No. Stop it. Get some help. No Paris guns in the kitchen.
Sure, I could use some help building Paris gun in your kitchen.
No Paris guns in the kitchen!
A
Anyways,
pair of guns in the kitchen? Okay.
I mean, all I need to do is grab my shotgun and my handgun, and then there's a pair of guns in the kitchen.
Bad joke. Don't stop laughing.
Anyways.
Why are you both laughing? That wasn't funny.
Was funny.
It was.
You are led back into the town, and eventually escorted over to the warehouse, or the warehouse is pointed out to you. I think that the iron warehouse right there would probably be a good place for you to work on it. I'd say use the blacksmith, but it's more for repairing tools and the like, and that thing, perhaps the mine carts, but that thing looks a bit bigger than a mine cart, so You're probably better off in the warehouse. If you want to shut up in the blacksmith, you could, though. It's your call. And she points at the blacksmith as well as you go, as you walk back towards the tavern. She's gonna walk off past the tavern, though. She's clearly going to try to find somebody to grab some shoes from.
Alright. Before she leaves, I would like to ask her a strange question.
Oh god.
Fire away.
I would like to know how much does a minecart weigh fully loaded with ore?
A fucking lot.
Yes, but I need to know specifically because I need to know which weighs more, the minecart full of cargo or my machine, because then this means any sort of bridges or such I cannot cross.
To be fucking honest, I don't know.
Is there anybody around that would know?
Probably not. You're talking numbers. These are working men. They swing an axe, they put things in barrels, and we strip it out.
Who's the foreman of this mine?
Well, that would be Hank.
Alright, then get me Hank.
Alright. And she ducks into, pushes open the door to the bar for a second. Hank! Some fucking drow wants to talk to you. And fucking walks back out.
I need to go pick up my food real quick from the door.
Alright, sounds good. It's not long before a dwarf opens the door and just leads in the doorway with a pint of ale in his hands. The fuck you want, knife here?
Oh, you gotta be careful saying
Oh, good
things like
start.
that. You gotta be careful saying things like that, man.
You short bastard. Anyway, I need to know how much a minecart weighs loaded down with ore and dirt.
Well, I reckon more than your pansy ass can push.
Yes, I'm not pushing it. I have giant machine. I need to know if giant machine will collapse your shoddy, poorly built bridges.
Look. Those bridges were built by the humans long before I got to this mine. If I'd had anything to say about it, it'd be much better. Now, where the fuck is this machine? I'll take a look at it and let you know.
I assume the machine is in the warehouse at this point.
The
'Cause we
machine
brought
is
it all the way up to the town.
the machine is actually parked at the stable right now because it was being towed behind the horse cart.
Okay. The machine is currently at the stable. I was brought here to set up workshop, and I still have to go get the machine.
All right, let's go look at it. And he keeps drinking his ale as he walks over with you.
Alright, and Falcon will lead him over to the stable so he can eyeball this.
And he kind of gives like
If you're going to tell me that dwarves can build a steamship but can't count numbers, I'm going to call bullshit on your entire concept of dwarves.
The man can absolutely count numbers, he just doesn't need to answer this question. Because he's been in mines his entire fucking life. He can judge weights without needing to know what numbers those weights are. He's gonna look your machine up and down, he's gonna walk over to it, start poking around inside it, sticking his head in like the little gaps in the armor. This looks like this is wood here. What type of wood is that?
Which part are you pointing at?
The wood part. Are there multiple woods in there?
Yes.
Alright, well,
There's both oak.
Oak and what?
What? Yeah, yes. What you are pointing at that is ash. What is supporting the main beams is oak.
Alright, what's the metal here? Looks like iron? Steel? Tung tung knocks on it.
Steel, yes. Unfortunately, this was created on the surface world, and so I do not have access to my kilns or forges.
Well, I'll tell you fucking what. There's a chance it would stand up. But I can't guarantee it. I would wager this way is only slightly more than one of our minecarts. And the boys do like to overfill them bastards. I keep telling them that damn thing isn't structurally sound enough. But they always assure me, no, it's fine. I tell them, it's only fine until it collapses and they all fucking die. Ain't gonna be sorry when that happens. But they sure are. Fucking dumbasses. If you want to risk it, it might work.
It might work, okay. That is not what I was hoping for, but it is something I can, well, work with.
Aye, 'tis a gamble. Exactly how much, recoil does that gun give? How far back does that carriage rock when you fire?
Right now, I do not have a dampener on the gun, so it does roll back about 2 feet.
I wouldn't fire the damn thing while it's on the bridge.
No, that I am well aware of. For that, I have smaller gun that would be able to assist.
Fair enough. This thing looks like it might not fit in the elevator. I'm worried about the barrel. Can you increase the incline such that it doesn't stick out past the front much?
That would require essentially shaving the barrel off. That would be a very, very... That would hurt the characteristics of the gun something fierce. But as long as our enemy is less than a quarter mile away, I guess that would be an acceptable loss.
Aye, well...
If I'm shooting down a long hallway, accuracy really isn't important.
Let me put it this way. It's more likely that the platform will hold than it is that gun will fit in that elevator. And I most certainly wouldn't want to drive that damn thing down the stairs. That would probably break.
Yes, tanks are very versatile devices, but stairs are not their friend.
Well, I'm more fucking talking that I've had those stairs go out under my feet. The idiots decided that...
craftsman surprised me.
You and me both, Knife here. You and me both.
Look at that! The one thing the elf and the dwarf would agree on.
He laughs. I tell you what, let me get you a drink.
Alright, that will make this task a lot easier.
And he leads you inside and... Hey, Abigail! This knife here is alright. Get the bastard a drink. Something strong.
The drow and the dwarf bonding over human shittiness. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the fact that humans can't build shit for shit. Well, not just humans. Very specifically rednecks. The redneck mentality was, yeah, it's fine, it'll do. That mine shaft is built with rope and duct tape.
Human architecture is only a step above goblins.
You see, I would avoid saying that around a human's craftsman, but I don't disagree.
Oh, it is a human craftsman. What is he going to do? It's not like the sword is sharp enough to hurt me.
Oh, you're alright, lad. What's your name?
Velkin.
Velkin. Nice to meet you, Velkin. Nice to meet you indeed. And he extends his hand to shake.
Velkin will, in fact, shake his hand.
And you are brought over a very, very pungent ale.
Okay.
You've been around enough alehouses to be able to tell this one is definitely a dwarven ale, and it's a more traditional dwarven ale. It is not modified in any way to suit the tastes of other races. It is just straight barley, essentially.
They do for the sake of friendship. Alright, let's get this over with. And he'll take a big swig of it and regret everything.
As you drink
and you
that...
essentially drink straight hops and vinegar.
Yeah. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
What'd you get? Oof!
14.
You are now officially poisoned. Congratulations. You are intoxicated.
Alright, well, now it's time to dock the cannon on the tank and mount some shields to it.
The good news is that it's only disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So you'll be fine.
Good.
Probably.
Yes. At least until I get angry and start throwing things at the tank.
Alright, so which area are you moving the tank over to? Are you moving it over to the warehouse or to the smithy?
I'm gonna move it over to the warehouse.
Okay.
Because essentially I'm building most of its components out of timber.
Yeah.
As opposed to steel. Because
Now,
I want this to be a very temporary attachment.
The billion-dollar question. Did you bring the other barrels so that you can, instead of needing to dock the barrel on your howitzer, so that you could swap to, say, the Flammenwerfer?
Well, yeah, he's gonna keep as much equipment on him as possible.
Okay. I assume that was loaded in the cart then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, technically, the other two types would have a significantly shorter barrel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Than the actual howitzer.
Instead of running the howitzer, you could run the Flammenwerfer or something. That way you could not have to dock.
Flamethrower would definitely. And on top of that, yes, they start to as their melee troops start to pile on. Just...
And crispy kobolds.
Cook them all in one batch.
Who asked for some
I'm sure
kobold
cooked
steak?
kobold smells great.
What,
So I hear
dragon meat stew?
I was gonna say, so I guess dinner is kobold steak.
Yeah, probably. Nothing like eating sentient creatures. Alright, so you guys get back, are walking back into town around the time you see, I assume you've inserted the Amberhill core into it, or did you tow it back over with the cart?
I'll tow it over with the cart.
Okay. You see your cart moving towards the warehouse and basically stopping at the warehouse with Velkin at the reins. And his stuff behind when you guys are running back into town. I'm going to go ahead and pull that map up so that people can see what the fuck I'm talking about.
Before we get to town, I'd pull Drizzle back, let everybody go ahead of us, and tell him what Wiess was saying.
D&D.
Okay, you have now been told the context behind Tristarian. So for everyone who's watching the
Yes,
stream,
Faeyra? Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
let me move the cart itself. The cart is over by the warehouses, and you guys are coming back in the road that is right next to that. So, to give
Friendly
you guys
message from
context.
your friend Turtle Kohai. Sub with Twitch Prime, you pussies.
For once, Asgeir approves this message.
That's a rare occurrence.
Wow.
That's all I hear in the background. It was
Asgeir
great.
does not, however.
Is right.
Asgeir does not, however, approve that cackle.
Gabby Johnson is right. Right.
Oh. Astarion is the Tristfoil family, right?
Do I even have to make a check, having lived there?
No, you know exactly who the Tristarians are.
Oh.
Especially with the prince being deeply involved in the illegal slave rings and gladiatorial pits.
Ooh. Weiss and I need to have a little talk. Weiss, dear!
Mid stop. Oh god.
So, he'll message her. Tristarian, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to mention this when?
Preferably never.
I'm waiting for your answer.
Well, me now, kind of forgetting that,
Happen to have seen my glasses
Raven also
anywhere.
speaks,
Where'd
Draconic,
you wouldn't happen to have seen my glasses anywhere? I seem
No.
like misplaced them.
I've
I guess
caught a little bit
Alright.
with, yeah. I caught a little bit with, comprehend languages. I was going to ask you about it. Don't forget, you are dating a wizard.
that, I know. That, wasn't forgotten.
It's easy to forget that I
I'm
see
going to
Draconic
confirm.
and I have zero reason to know the language, I guess.
Alright, what were we saying? Sorry, there was the annoying fly.
It's just that one.
So, are we saying, are you like, what's your relation? I'm just gonna be straight out. Are you secretly married?
No.
Yeah. Illegitimate child.
That would be it.
Oh, this is so spicy. Oh, Raven, this is good. This is real good.
Still not Raven.
Never mind, not Raven. Faeyra, sorry. Faeyra, this is really good. Oh, you
Well,
know
I
your
immediately got a message, with the response, no one else is to know besides you and Faeyra.
well, obviously. I will say, your brother has placed quite the number of bets on me in the gladiatorial ring. I made him a lot of money. Doesn't mean I like him. Oh, the brother?
And
Half-brother.
it is about this time that you guys do actually make it to the area where I mentioned, where you are now seeing the cart kind of roll up to the warehouses right next to the road. I'll go ahead and place people's tokens on the map as well so that people can see shit.
What map are we on?
Iron Knoll.
They have been located.
Hello, Edward and Horse.
I assume, Uthemar, you've dropped your invisibility.
Yes, yes, I have. I dropped it when Max pushed me into, or tried to push me into the hole, because it's concentration based.
Yeah. So yeah, you are now all kind of gathered around the warehouse. And you see Velkin riding up, struggling a little bit with the horses, trying to get them to do what he wants them to do, as he is not the world's best with living creatures, as opposed to mechanical ones.
Well, hello there, Velkin.
Hello.
You're quite the horse wrangler. Or, I would have done a lot worse, probably.
Fill the hole filler.
I dislike these creatures entirely, and I will replace them with something mechanical at another time.
Hey, that's my horse.
You are allowed to keep the horse, but I will put a more efficient thing in front of the cart.
That is fair. Especially something that doesn't get tired would be nice.
Hell, if I can get the resources, I would like to take the engine that's in this device and put it in this cart, and then we don't need the horse at all.
Well, then you're in charge of driving the cart.
Yes, it will wind up being a very simple thing. You'll have lever that goes left, you'll have lever that goes right, you push both forward, it moves forward, you put them back, they go back.
Again, you'll be in charge of driving the cart.
I will take that responsibility when we get the resources for it.
I like how the new goal is just to make a land train.
Velkin stops, furiously scribbles something in his notebook, and then tucks it back into his jacket.
Oh god.
Right.
Cinnamon pull apart?
I want to what?
Cinnamon pull apart?
Mm,
They're good.
sure.
Go on, you want one?
They're mini cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
In bonbon form. Unfortunately, Raven,
Delicious.
my brother is incapable of handing you a cinnamon pull-apart through the screen.
Why? Why don't we have that technology?
If only, Raven, the world would be a much faster paced place.
That's just shush. Just shush. Alright, so did you want to actually roleplay swapping things out, or do you want to just call it having been done?
Yeah, we'll just call it having been done.
Alright. There you go, you swapped your shit. I assume you put the flamethrower barrel on the bastard?
Yes.
Yep, you got the flamethrower bastard going. Yeah. You got the shield thing rigged up, that was easy enough to do. And it takes you a few hours to get done. I believe I said it was only an hour to swap the barrel, yeah?
Something like that. I'm trying to find the actual pinned thing for it. And now I just don't remember which chat it's in.
DM'd to you.
Alright, then it was DM'd and not pinned. Give me a second to scroll through like a week and a half of bullshit.
There's more like 2 or 3 weeks. You can probably search the word idea and you'll find it. I'm not sure where the fuck I put it. The open office document. Oh, found it. I found it. Barrel change. Oh, it's over the course of the long rest you can do the barrel change. So you can do that tonight.
So I'd have to find 3 days.
Huh? No. Long rests are 8 hours.
Alright.
You can do it tonight. You rig up the thing now and you do the thing tonight.
Yay!
I guess since we're gonna have to long rest overnight anyway, might as well go go to the inn, have some dinner and some drink, and then go to bed.
Yep.
And meditate all night.
But since you're all at the warehouse anyway, you might as well actually work on that plan instead of having to do that the next day.
Okay.
As long
Good
as you're
idea.
willing to talk plans while Velkin is pulling out his buzzsaw Louie arm saw and cutting through timber and just tacking things together and fitting shields. Eventually the guards show up with the shields. So, plan on, y'all.
Alright. Okay. Once we have this machine ready to go, we're gonna need some sort of plan. Maybe we can take pot shots, or
Yeah, apparently the
Whatever.
plan was just to hide behind the shields and shoot at things.
Yes.
the problem is, I know there's kobolds down on the floor, and there's at least 3 groups on the ledges that can see the door, or see the entrance of the cave. So we need to take out the ones with the arrows.
Yes.
And once we get onto the central platform, seeing as when we were told the layout of the mine, that there's other chambers off to the sides,
More archers.
potentially, I don't want to risk getting out there and being exposed, but on the other hand, if I can stealth out there, like if I can sneak out there and kind of scout.
I have the illusions that was the original plan I can throw out to distract and possibly scare them off.
I can also, if we need a distraction or at least something to take at least 1 round of fire, he'll just create like a mirror image of himself, or not a mirror image, minor illusion of himself. I can do that, but that's pretty much it. And they're probably going to see through it after 1 volley of arrows.
Yeah. And of course, I don't really have... I have little party tricks that I can do. Not really... of course, I have my druid craft where I can make puffs of smoke or little flower blossoms appear. I don't know. Sensory effects? Animal sounds? I don't know. What do you think? Or maybe make them smell something that makes them want to move away?
Could.
Totally did not realize I was muted, but I have an idea as well. So
Your
I got
combat
this.
ideas are usually pretty good.
Well, this is less combat idea and more of covering our ass idea. I have this cloak of many things here, and this patch, it makes an iron door, only barred from whatever side I say.
Ooh.
Big enough to cover this hole. So, I mean, it's not super ideal for now, but I mean, we can cover our ass, make sure they can't come at us.
I love that. Are you talking about the hole we just found?
No, the big hole.
Oh.
The entrance.
How big is the door?
It can fit up to 15 feet, I think. Let me look. It's either 15 or 10.
Depending on where the ledges are, once we get to that central platform, we could literally just use that as a giant iron shield.
Iron door, 10 feet wide, 10 feet high. Into any opening I can reach. It conforms and hinges itself.
Does it have to be on a opening? Or can it be just out in the open?
I mean, I just rip the patch off and throw it, and it becomes what it is. So I'm assuming it doesn't have to be in an opening. It just is 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, or smaller.
Wherever it lands?
I mean, I would assume so. But Azzy, if you have a different ruling on this.
Iron door, 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, bar to one side. You place it in an opening as long as you can reach, conforms to the opening. Yeah, I mean, here's the restrictions on it. It is anywhere you can reach, right? So if you could throw it, I would agree that you can throw it. The problem you're going to run into, if you're trying to throw over long distances, is you're essentially throwing a patch. So it's not going to fly particularly well. If you're trying to, like, get to the edge and then throw it 30 feet, that's going to be a damn hard DC. You may attempt to do so, but it's probably not going to work.
Well, we were just thinking about throwing it right down in front of us to act as another shield wall.
You could certainly do that. I mean, you could definitely, at, like, the entrance of the mine, like, when you get down there, just drop that door.
But then it's an iron door, and is there slits in it that we can shoot
No,
through,
God, no.
or...
It's an iron door. It's a slab of iron that is barred from one side.
Yeah, that's the problem. So we'd have to be... I was just thinking out in the open, throw it down, and have it appear right in front of us so that it's another wall. I think that's where Max was going. Or Weilinn. Now I'm doing it, take it.
Also, remind me, Max, you have so far used one wooden ladder and one lantern, correct? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Also, for the other items, my plan is once you run out of items, then I'll populate those items.
Oh, okay.
Just because you use this thing so infrequently, I don't see a point in populating them all right now.
Well, it's hard to use. Like, it's so situational.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been used to great effect so far. When you do use it, you usually do something good with it.
Okay, so
any other
we
idea?
have Weilinn's door. Maybe we can use like throw that down to protect us from one side.
Hey, Sigi, you're fixing to disappear, man.
You keep phasing it out of your woodlands. But that's fine, it's Uthemar, he's a Gloomstalker, he does that. That's why I haven't said anything about it. It's very Gloomstalkery. Just every once in a while disappears into the shadows, still talking, just fades back in.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, how he is, but still. It was just kind of funny to watch this coming back ever so
It comes
slightly.
naturally, especially when I'm in the rain. We never did go into the building. We're still standing out in the rain.
No, I ruled that everyone went inside.
We're definitely inside.
Our tokens are still out in the rain, though.
Oh, well, your tokens aren't on the screen for anyone else, so it's fine.
Super weird thought. Velkin,
Yeah?
do you have any oil? Or like pitch or tar or anything that lights on fire real good?
I have 2 flamethrowers with me. Let me.
The
let's
thing
look
you're making
at-
out of wood shoots fire.
Yes.
That does.
Where is my
okay.
inventory?
Seems like it might be a little counterproductive, but
Well, the thing he's making out of wood doesn't shoot fire. The thing he's putting a wooden frame on top of shoots fire.
In front of, really.
Yeah.
And
So the only thing
the
that
only
would
way
end up
that this
catching
will
the
catch
shields
fire-
on fire would be the kobolds that pile on top of it.
yes. Or if we park the machine on top of a dead kobold that is currently on fire, that could cause more fires.
Alright.
But
'Cause-
we also have a Drizzle. So if we have any issues where we think it might set the machine on fire, we just throw Drizzle at it.
Hold on, what? No.
Are you saying you could not put out the fire?
I mean,
Create water.
I can do it once.
Do you think you need to go get your plant?
30 gallons.
I can make 30 gallons of water. I can move enough water to fill probably a 5 cubic foot thing of water.
And then you can move the water around so it puts out
Yes,
fires.
so like we if we brought some water with us, whether it's in water skins and we just dump it out, I could put out fires that way after using my 30-gallon summon water ability.
That would work. I can attach a. Oh, that was not good. I burped and things came up. That was not good.
yummy.
We could attach a water tank to the back of to the vehicle.
Okay, that would work too. As long as the water tank doesn't burst into flames too.
You have to try really hard to set water on fire.
This is true. Why do I have drow poison?
I mean, that's only true unless you are, you know, the Pendragon Commonwealth whenever we did that
Picked
naval
up
battle. But
You picked up that drow poison after
Yes, Wren.
fighting the.
Ren, reclaim your
you're
character
right.
sheet real quick.
Can I see it? I want to see the maker's mark on it. I want to know who made it.
Yeah, you.
I can tell you whether or not you should trust it.
I was talking about the poison.
Yes.
Sure. Do you want to see it? It's right here. I have identified too. I was really concerned. I just forgot I had it.
poison their water supply.
Well, we could if we could actually find the water supply. That is something we could actually do, and it would actually be pretty useful. I was thinking the same thing.
Pour the poison down the hole that we found that Lucas crawled down.
What would that accomplish?
Poison all the mushrooms that are in the area.
But that was at least a
Not that
100-foot
much
tunnel.
poison. Yeah, the poison would just go into the ground and not do anything.
Yeah,
What
so-
was this about mushrooms?
Oh yes, Lucas. I sent Lucas down the hole, and he saw mushrooms with faces.
Mushrooms with faces.
Not fully
Like,
convinced Lucas has been doing
myconoids?
mushrooms, to be fair.
Maybe.
No.
What is a myconoid?
Well, to put it simply, they are mushrooms with faces.
Oh. Are they dangerous?
They can be, yes. Although, generally speaking, you leave them alone, they leave you alone.
Why would they be in the mine?
They should not be in a mine. But a mine would be satisfying territory for them.
Nobody else find that a little weird?
I mean, I do, but...
So what is our plan? To walk behind the machine with shields and just shoot at any kobold we see?
Currently, yes.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And if something does happen to the mine and we can't get out, we do know that they have tunnels, and we'll have to figure a way to utilize those tunnels.
Well, if they're as small as the ones that the one that we found, I doubt that we will be able to really use them.
There are ways to get around such things.
Maybe
Heck,
for
a potion
you,
of
I
shrinking.
cannot.
Last time I saw a potion of shrinking,
You've
the
seen a
person that
potion
took
of
it,
shrinking.
it didn't actually work as intended.
You've lived in the forest your whole life. How have you seen a potion of shrinking?
Yes, because there's nobody who makes potions in the forest in a wood elf colony.
Yes. Wood elves experimentation. Yes, one of the wood elf hermits that lived outside of our town tried the potion of shrinking so that he could be able to mingle with fairy folk that were, well, more pixies. Except only parts of him shrank. All of his limbs.
Hey, Weiss.
He's not
he
going to
ended
be very popular in the mingling community.
I just realized that we forgot to do something, and I'm going to make a very important ruling. Your glasses are fixed.
Well, yeah, we're supposed to get those fixed when we get this.
Yeah, those glasses never actually got fixed on screen. Ever. But I'm going to go ahead and rule that that got done. Because that would be bad otherwise.
Another interesting thing about
Okay,
wood
that's
elves.
let's see. Is this concentration? It's not. I can
All
fix
that-
the dark vision problem.
Well, how many of us actually have dark vision?
Not enough.
I do.
Well, the whole mine is lit up.
Belkin, Drizzle, and
Is
Uthemar,
it?
I think are the only ones with dark vision. No, it's not. That's
Why-
why you
why
guys
does
saw
everybody
stuff
else-
and we didn't.
No,
No,
most of the mine was
whole
lit up.
mine-
The only places that were not lit up were the alcoves.
Where all the archers that we need to shoot at are.
True.
Dark vision would still be a thing that would be really useful.
For when I'm all game for dark vision.
But I think Drizzle, Uthemar, and Belkin are the only ones that have it. Me, you, Weiss, and Mitzi don't.
Yes.
But I can give it to 4 people with 2 spell slots.
Oh, interesting. Useful.
As long as it doesn't blow up in your face.
True.
Your wild magic tends to be a little wild at times.
Yeah, but I mean, it's worth the risk to have dark vision and be able to see what the fuck you're shooting at.
How many
That
people
is
can you
true.
cast it on?
I can cast it on 4 people.
Oh.
I could cast it on more because it's not concentration, but the only 4 of us need it, so.
True.
And I have twin spell, so I can cast it on. I do all kinds of weird things with magic other than just blowing up. It's great. Sorcerers are wonderful things. Sorcery is amazing.
Alright. So,
Cool.
Faeyra casts Dark Vision before we go in there.
Hopefully it doesn't have any
We also... Yeah,
unforeseen consequences.
hopefully.
I'll keep my cure wounds ready just in case.
Well, we should probably try not
And,
to use too many spells.
Drizzle, earlier you asked if I had anything that would cause fire. I do have a few spells that will not exactly produce flame, but will produce things that can be set on fire.
Can produce flames.
Alright.
I also have the ability to shrink things down should we need to. Do things like cross the bridge with the large vehicle, or make somebody particularly small to fit down a tunnel.
Alright.
Fire magic.
Because if we had Firebolt, and you could create flasks of some sort with a combustible liquid, or something that's combustible. I do have catapult. I could just launch it at one of the alcoves, and then Faeyra could firebolt it, lighting it on fire, and then they're going to have a very bad time while they stand there.
Yeah.
Yes, and we also have the dwarf has some dwarven alcohol that is almost pure alcohol with hint, and I do mean hint, of barley. It is essentially medicinal alcohol. That in a bottle, which shouldn't be hard to acquire, allows you to catapult. Faeyra does firebolt. Everything is on fire now.
That is, yes,
Hopefully only the things that we want to be on fire.
That is my thought.
I am
stuff on fire.
I'm very worried about fighting in this mine, guys.
I'm assuming if the support beams are made of wood, we might want to consider that.
Well, no, if we're shooting it at the archers in the alcoves that are not near the support beams.
But there's going to be support beams in the alcoves.
Yes, but then I can also put the water out, or the fires out. Is the point?
Yeah. Once the kobolds are dead, Drizzle puts out the fires, and we become heroes again.
So a whole nother town.
If you became a hero to begin with, Uthemar?
Probably ready.
I joined a group of heroes.
Planning and not doing anything.
So we become heroes. I become a hero. You guys become heroes
I'm
again.
ready to kill shit. Let's get this going.
All right. I will go talk to the dwarf about getting some of this alcohol as a last resort. If shit goes real south, I'd rather have a good way to hurt a lot of them. I also have another spell that can do some damage to a single person and then explodes.
Corpse explosion?
Oh, can you do that frosty thing again if the kobolds pile on top of you?
Yeah, all you have to do is mention the
frosty spikes.
Don't
Idea. We remind you about the bugs and then catapult you into the kobolds.
Unfortunately, I weigh too much. I have thought about this.
Water is heavy, yes. And people are mostly water.
Well,
especially
yes.
Water Genasi.
I can only move it about 5 feet. No. Get something of at least 5 pounds. Now, that being said, if we are going to light them on fire, if we have enough alcohol, it shouldn't be too hard. If we have, especially with a bucket of water, should not be too hard to put out the fire.
Velkin said he was going to attach a barrel to the back of his.
Oh yeah, so then we should be fine.
Thing. So, what is it? What do I call this thing?
I believe
Velkin.
it's a tank.
It's a tank.
Tank. Okay.
Yes, tank works is a good word for it. We also call them land ships.
It surely is a ship. Of some
We ever
sort.
go to Ocean Nurture, I'll show you a real
ship. Yes.
I'm starting to like this plan, so I'm in.
See, didn't I tell you guys I knew you'd figure something out?
Azzy's just like played an entire PUBG game while we've done nothing for the last half hour.
Well, no, you're doing.
Hey,
here's the thing.
Strategizing.
You have been strategizing. I designed an encounter that you would die in if you did not strategize. I'm not going to fault you guys for doing that which needs to be done to survive. I didn't know how you guys were going to get through this. I just figured you would. Alright, so if you guys are ready, we can fade to black, fade to day, and just assume everyone gets breakfast, dinner, all that jazz in the tavern.
Can I vigilante kill some thug?
Huh?
Yes, he has to be a vigilante.
Yeah, can I
There's no one to,
vigilante kill some?
there's no vigilantism to be had in this town.
There's no drunk miner trying to take advantage of a woman or anything?
There's all of like 3 women in the entire town.
Damn.
And they all have beards.
Azzy, I have
They
copied.
all have beards.
I have copied Unseen Servant into my spellbook.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, Faeyra and Wiess do not have beards.
Oh, I wasn't talking about them. But they can take care of themselves.
The gnome lady
also
doesn't
does not have a
beard,
beard.
does
No.
she?
Nor does Annabelle.
Okay.
None of them have beards. My point is there's almost no women, and there's nothing to worry about. You don't need to go all superhero. Annabelle's the bartender.
Oh.
Yeah, she can handle herself. She lives in a town full of miners.
Yeah, also you don't want to like piss off the person who's handling your food.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Alright, so yeah, we will fade back to the mine then. You guys get a good night's sleep. Everyone is allowed to expend a hit die if they would like to try to heal up some. Also, there are healing spells that can be burned before you get your healing slots reset.
Yeah, that's right. Anyone want that? Because guess what?
I'm not hurt.
Cure wounds.
Yeah, I was gonna offer to burn cure wounds
I could-
for a couple of people if they need it. Does Mitzi need it?
I don't know what Mitzi's HP pool is at right now. Let me check.
Mitzi has 5 wounds.
I mean, yeah, you could burn it on Mitzi. Basically,
I'll
what I'm saying is through all of this, everybody just gets down to 0. Like, it's...
How many hit dice do we get? You're the only one who can give us hit dice back.
That's probably true. But you don't get your hit dice back until the end of the following long rest. The ones you expended.
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff.
I was down 1. I'm pretty sure I was already down 1. From not
Okay,
getting it back
so-
the last time I spent one.
I healed.
Do you want healing word or cure wounds? Because healing word does
I think everybody's good now.
or
Yeah, I just healed Mitzi's for 5 points.
Okay.
So I think Mitzi's at full health now.
Then let's get this party started.
Alright, so I'm gonna twin spell Dark Vision on me and Mitzi first, and then on Wiess and Weilinn.
What's the duration on that?
8 hours.
God damn. Alrighty.
Yep.
Good.
That's why I
deal.
took it.
Okay, so give me
Let me
one.
Check how many sorcery points it's gonna cost me to twin spell it twice.
Should be 4. Oh, actually, no.
The spell's level, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cost me 4. That's fine. And then 20. Fine. I'm fine on both. No wild magic today.
No blowing up taverns.
Well, I'd wait till we were outside the mine to do it.
Okay.
My entrance collapses.
Problem solved.
And now we all have 60 feet of dark vision.
Awesome. Everybody can see in the dark now.
Woot woot.
Is it still raining outside? Or has
Yes.
it? Oh.
But that's not particularly relevant as you guys are now officially in the mine shaft. Now give me just one moment here because now I need to actually add a whole extra creature into the mix that is Mr. Tank.
Just remind me, what is the negatives to using the longbow with the gauntlets? Is there
None.
a negative?
There is none. You may just now use the longbow, and I actually added the longbow back to your inventory and got you arrows for it. I was prepared. Question is, where did I put the token for this?
Oh, fuck.
Did I not put the token for this?
I'll poking you for this.
Here it is.
I'm going to that one. I'll be right back.
Flamethrower tank now has a
also-
token.
For a bit of flavor tanks that you guys would notice when Faeyra is casting now, she has a completed amulet instead of a broken one that she uses as her spell focus.
Nice.
You finally used your mending cantrip on that.
No,
No.
Daros gave me one.
Daros gave her it.
Oh. Uthemar, you're just all knowing today, aren't you?
Said it's a protection amulet.
Nope, I need that to go in the AC column. Okay, it's not gonna let me do that, so let me... Characters... No, I need items.
I was having the same problem modifying the AC column on another thing.
Okay, let me just go ahead and duplicate that there. Call it tank plating. I just realized I didn't need to do that. I literally just could have used plate mail. Yeah.
Hey, do the shields on the front of the tank add to its AC?
Yes, in the same way that it will add to your guys' AC because it provides cover.
Bacon and chicken together.
Make me hungry.
Okay, and then we need to do 7 times 4 equals 28. It has 28 HP. And then we'll add it to the thing. Perfect.
Excellent.
Alright. The tank is quite obviously going to be in front. So let me pull up this map and start placing shit. Do you like that I have tank sounds?
Little
I cannot hear tank sound, but
I don't hear any tank sounds.
Oh, well,
With
that's
all of these kobolds walking around, we gotta watch where we step. Because there'll be shit all over the floor. I'm kidding.
You might be right, though, to be honest.
Take a dump where they're standing.
They are sentient creatures.
Do you hear the tank sounds now?
No, I heard it before.
How about now?
Yep. Here.
Now you're
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move that tank into the thing first. Because everyone has dark vision, I'm going to go ahead and remove all of those walls that were preventing people from seeing things.
Should really open up the map.
Yeah, I mean, right now you can't see anything on it.
Yeah, tokens are on again.
Okay. Open. Are they all open now? They are all open now. Perfect. Alright, so next I need to go ahead and bring this tank onto the map.
Excuse me.
The tank is a large creature, so that is on first. What is our marching orders, ladies and gentlemen? I assume the ranged people up front?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I have Weilinn on there. So really what that just means is essentially Drizzle and Mitzi in the back.
I mean, sure.
And then I'll stick Faeyra kind of in. Where do we want Faeyra? That's the real question.
I'll be on the ceiling, so I can be above people in the front.
Okay, so you will not, by the way, get the cover from the tank. Just so you know.
That's why the cover's not gonna make that much of a difference for me anyway. It's what, +2?
It's
Yeah.
+5 for full cover, or for half cover.
Yeah, it's gonna be a +5 for you guys because of the way this thing is designed.
Still only brings me to like a 7 to me. Like my AC is dog shit.
Alright, we
17.
are now configured and ready to go. The only thing that is incorrect right now is for some reason the tank is not marked as a large creature. And that's because it is not a race. Let me quickly do that. Characters,
I start
races.
to take a hit, I'll just drop back.
Are there any large races by default?
Minotaur, if you can find it.
Yeah.
The Goliath.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go ahead.
Bigger.
Other size. Oh, that's not correct. I just accidentally made it huge. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Other size. Is large. Done. Edit. Tank. And now the tank race exists.
Wow.
Hey,
Boom. Now the tank is a tank, and we're gonna go ahead and delete that.
Create an artificial intelligence for it, and then it becomes an actual sentient race.
That is actually the goal. Characters. Bring tank back
Wait.
on.
Wait, I actually hit the nail on the head?
That is the goal. I don't know why it is being ornery with our sizes here. Alright, whatever. It's good enough. I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. Alright, so how are you guys want to head into this mine to initiate combat? That'll depend. That'll answer questions like, is there gonna be surprise rounds, so on and so forth.
Well, I don't think we're going to be particularly stealthy with a giant tank.
Probably not.
We could all just all prep a ranged attack that as soon as we see them, they get fucked.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna go ahead and prepare a ranged attack.
If everyone is preparing one ranged attack, and I assume you're preparing one ranged attack on the Kobold pack that has already or the Enclave alcove that's right in front of you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna try to go for the Kobold white guy.
Okay, so you're going for the officer. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Everybody roll initiative real quick, and I will roll initiative.
As a quick question.
Yes.
Was I able to get that booze?
Yes. You can have 3 bottles of booze.
Alright, I will put that.
I am one of the last on the initiative table.
Alright.
20.
Nice one, Wiess.
Bam.
Awesome.
Music, battle music.
You.
So Velkin goes first. In our
Let's get that timer up here.
Oh, Jesus, no, my initiative was 12, not 2.
Weillinn's fading in and out too. To the shadows.
Can we take a break real quick? I need to pee so bad.
Alright, we can take a quick 5-minute break, but we only have an hour left of play so far, so...
I gotta pee. I mean, do what you want, but I gotta pee.
Well, we'll start with shooting attacks that aren't yours then, is what we'll do. Hey, Nightingale, how are you doing? You arrived just in time for combat. So, we're gonna carve through the initiative orders, starting with Velkin. Go! Make your attack. Who are you attacking? You get your one free attack.
Directly for kobolds here, but I am going to specifically take my shot against the white kobold that is nice and shiny, because I know that is hella abnormal.
Alright, so you are attacking the white kobold that is in the frontal alcove. Alright, so go ahead and take that shot. Go ahead and roll me an attack. What'd you get?
Oh, wet powder, apparently.
Ooh. Alright, give me a moment to actually check on the rules I wrote for that. Because I think you might have just misfired. Alright, so... where are we?
Misfired?
I think it did. I just have to pull out
I think my gun just critically exploded.
Oh, does that hurt your hand?
He is in feedback.
I don't know if I have an arm.
Okay, let me double check. A weapon misfires and rolling to hit. Misfire weapon roll without modifiers is equal or lower to the number indicated, so that is a misfire. So then that means we have to roll on that table. Roll a d20 and subtract. Okay, so just roll me a d20 real quick and subtract 3.
10.
Actually, I'm sorry, subtract 4.
9.
9. Alright, so a 9. Alright, so the hammer swings down. There's a flash, but the weapon does not fire. You can, on your next turn, use your bonus action to clear that, or you can just cycle the cylinder. It's no biggie for you.
Alright, well, I technically still have my bonus action.
Nope, because this is just a surprise. You're just taking the one surprise attack.
Okay.
You're using your readied actions. Alright, so next is Faeyra. Go.
No, it's me.
No, it's Wiess.
Not on my
I
screen.
rolled a 20, but I have a +2.
Okay, I don't know why you're not showing at top of my initiative order.
You didn't put in Drizzle or Weiss's initiatives, or Mitzi's initiative.
Okay, that's what it is. Alright, so what is Drizzle's initiative? He said 12?
Well,
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't actually roll Mitzi's initiative, but she's not shooting, so... let me grab a die and I'll roll Mitzi's initiative real quick.
we put Weiss at 20, she got a 22.
Fixed. Can you roll me initiative for the tank, Jessen?
With my initiative modifier?
No, with whatever the tank says it's supposed to be. That may be yours, I don't know. I don't remember how that thing's supposed to function. Does it just move at your pace? It
Yeah,
functions
technically it's my
exactly as
bonus
the...
action.
Oh, okay, then never mind. You don't even need to bother
Yeah,
rolling
to
initiative
fire
for
it or move it is my bonus action.
Ooh, Mitzi is not slow today.
Do you still want me to roll initiative for it?
20. No. I forgot how that thing functions. I'm not super used to
It's a weird
artificers.
device. Yeah, nobody is, because every 10 minutes, Wizards changes it.
You're not even wrong. Alright, so Velkin was first. Wiess, you're up next. Go ahead and make me an attack. Who are you attacking?
Let's go for the different one out of the bunch. I believe that was what, the white one?
Yep, go ahead and pop out the white one.
We're firebolting his ass.
Okay.
With a beautiful 20.
Nat or dirty?
Nat.
Nat 20. Alright, so go ahead and start by rolling me the damage on that. And then I'll need a D100 on top of that. Where did my pen go? Right here.
And then you said D100.
Yeah, what was your damage?
7.
7? Okay.
Percentile.
$38. Alrighty. Nice! Alright, so first you see the flash of Velkin's pan, doesn't do fucking jack shit, cycles it to the next cylinder. Next, Wiess throws a firebolt, dings this thing in the head, and it staggers a bit dazed. Next, we are on Faeyra. You are up. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to you. Chaos Bolt? Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
That is a 15.
15 hits.
Damage, and we're gonna make it fire damage.
11 fire damage. Alrighty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alrighty.
Chaos Bolt. Boom! Smacks the already dazed kobold, searing his gambeson. Which brings us next to Weilinn. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to you. Let's go.
Whoa, that's a big green line on the screen. Yeah, I'm just kind of. That's where I'll just aiming for the big boy. Because I'm also just gonna shoot for him.
Kinda figured.
This might be long, but. Oh, I have to, like. Okay, that's weird. I'll 16.
16 hits.
And sneak attack. No, not sneak attack. Wait, surprise round? Sneak attack? No sneak attack.
Yeah, you can have sneak attack for this. You won't get it next time, but I'll give it to you on this one.
Sneak attack.
Weiss, did you double your damage or no?
No, I didn't double damage.
Okay. I mean, you did 7, right?
Yep.
Let me add 7 more.
Oh, beautiful 14 then. Woohoo.
14 damage.
14 more damage? Jeez.
I'm hoping this kobold doesn't look too good.
Going through his health bar, he's still looking kind of healthy.
Well, the health bar is not exactly caught up right now.
What map are we on?
We are on Iron Knoll Mines. Bringing us to Drizzle, you are up next.
I am going to cast. Oh shit. Let me just double check. 60. Where is Drizzle? No more than 60 feet away. Yeah, okay, I'm way more than 60 feet away. Well, how far? 120 feet. Alright, I guess I'm casting Ice Bolt at it.
Ice Bolt? Okay.
Which I know it probably is going to have resistance to, but there's no much I can do to stop. Yeah, well. I miss anyways.
You miss? Alright. Ice goes whizzing past its face. Uthemar, you are up.
Okay. I roll a 17.
17 to hit, 17 hits.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll damage on that guy.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be double since it's
No. For your...
because it's sneak attack?
You don't have sneak attack, you're not a rogue.
Oh, it's
he has Gloomstalker though,
yeah,
which he gets a
Gloomstalker.
version of sneak attack from that.
Oh, does that just double the damage?
Yeah, I think it does.
Alright, how much damage do you do total?
14.
14? Alright. How do you want to do this?
I want my arrow to just right through the eye socket.
Alright.
And piercing his brain.
So as this thing is staggering
pinning
around,
him to the wall,
just getting absolutely hammered by spells, you see an arrow enter its skull, and it just disappears back into the darkness. as it gets yanked by that arrow. Alright, and we are now officially in real initiative order. Let me just quickly find the guy you just waxed. Here he is, and I'm going to go ahead and delete him. Alright, so at top of the initiative order, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to you, Velkin. Take your turn, let's go.
Taking another shot.
Okay.
Are
you using your bonus action to... Oh, you did that last one, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm just going towards Kobold Pack 1.
Okay.
And detonate again.
Alright, roll me that d20 again.
Oh, you rolled in that.
Okay.
Nat 1 twice in a row.
So that is minus
Yeah,
4.
Nat 1 twice.
Again, you think the rain might have just fucked with the cylinders on this thing? Second one doesn't go off.
Can I use my bonus action to reload the entire cylinder?
No, you cannot. Not at your level.
Alright.
You can use your bonus action to cycle, though.
Yeah, might as well.
Alrighty. Let me double check something real quick. I want to read what I wrote for something. Oh, I'm sorry. You can actually make a second attack with that bonus action if you'd like. That's how that one works.
Oh. Alright. Let's try this again.
Looks better.
Unnatural 20 hit?
Yes, the unnatural 20 does in fact hit the kobold.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll me damage now that you're down 3 of your 6 cylinders.
Nice.
Alright. Another kobold bites the
Fuck
dust.
you at second level.
Yes, you do. Alright, that brings us in initiative down to Wiess. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Go.
Let's let's have another firebolt. We're gonna go for pack 1.
Okay.
Try to swiftly kill him off. Then
16 hits. I believe you get to add your spellcasting mod to that damage as well. On Firebolt. I don't know of any attack that's not the
No.
case on. No?
Firebolt is just 1d10.
Oh, okay. Then
It
yeah.
upgrades as you get higher level.
You watch the Firebolt soar across, impact strongly in the chest, but it doesn't go down. Unlike the one Velkin was doing. Anything else in your turn?
not currently, no.
Okay. Alright, that brings us to you. Faeyra, your turn. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to you.
Okay. So, I'm like here-ish, right?
You want to be moved up there? Or do you want to be hanging back a little
Well,
bit where you're less in?
I'm up on the ceiling.
Yes,
where
I'm aware. But do you want to be right near the front of the group, or do you want to be a little bit back so that they have better, worse angles at you? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I can start up there and then move back, because that's where I was originally when we moved up. So.
Alright, so you're there for now. Go ahead and take a shot of whatever you want to do.
Alright. Cast another Chaos Bolt.
Oh no.
16.
Hits.
Let's see, it's 5 or 2. Let's make that lightning damage.
Okay, lightning damage. So, you watch as the lightning arcs and finally finishes off the one that Wiess had already shot. Anything else?
And then I will move back and drop down here.
Okay,
so
perfect.
Behind the cover.
That will do.
I will do a donkey.
Which brings us to Kobold Bow Pack 2. Two minutes and 10 seconds for me to roll a shit ton of dice. Alright. Kobold Pack 2 has no idea what's going on. They just lost their officer. They are all going to fire at the tank. Because as near as they can tell, all of the scary shit is coming from the tank. They don't really necessarily realize there's anything behind it. Anything pretty much short of a natural 20 misses. 5 arrows clatter off the shields on the front. Because you have successfully added +5 AC to an 18 AC piece of war machine.
Wow.
Beautiful.
18 plus 5. Nice.
Alright. Next up is Homeboy down there. Homeboy down there doesn't know that there's anything wrong yet, so we're gonna pass him by. Mitzi is going to... Mitzi's gonna hold action to shoot anything that gets too close, which is just not gonna end up happening this turn. Weilinn, you are up. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to you.
You'll never guess what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna guess that you are going to Leroy Jenkins all the way into the cavern, do a double backflip off, drop 60 feet down, and die to fall damage.
Now I almost have to try. I say
Wait a minute.
and I cannot move.
You have to swan dive off that, fall 60 feet, and overcast Find Familiar at 9th level before you hit the ground.
Alright. You've burned 40 seconds of your turn already. What are you actually doing?
I'm shooting the pack.
Alright. Go for it. You hit.
Does it hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh. I only do 4 damage.
Only do 4? Alright. So you
I
sink
rolled
an
a nat.
arrow into one of them.
There should only be 2 guys left in that pack, right? Or 1 guy.
There's 2 right now. How did you only do 4 damage?
I rolled a nat 1 on a D8.
Damn. Alright, anything else?
No, that actually I'm gonna be checking our behind just to make sure nothing's flanking us currently.
You're gonna look behind? Yeah, there's nothing flanking you at the moment.
Isn't that gal standing outside of the mine anyway?
Nope.
No.
Oh. We came up here without her escort.
Correct.
Nice.
Why do you need for this? What should he show us?
You've got 10 seconds left. Anything?
No, I'm done.
Alright, passing turn. To the Kobold Pack that now is freaking the ever-living fuck out. Because they have just been getting absolutely hammered. Wouldn't you know it, their arrows clatter off the shields too. That was an awfully short turn for them.
I mean, there's only 2 of them left.
Drizzle, it is your turn.
Alrighty then. I am going That group back there is looking kind of fucky-wucky. Ah. I am
They are also looking... Actually, make me a quick perception check.
Alright. Can I use Lucas for advantage?
No.
Okay. Perception, that is a 13.
13? Okay, never mind. Carry on.
Okay. I will... How long does this go? I'm gonna cast Chill Touch at one of the kobolds in Kobold Pack 1.
Okay, go for it.
Make a range spell with that. That is fucking ass. Oh, let's see. That is 8. Yeah.
No, you do not hit.
Yeah, I figured.
Anything else in your turn?
No, that's all I can fucking do.
Okay. Alright, we are now on the next group of bowmen, which are going to desperately try to shoot again. This group, because of their angle, actually is going to attempt to shoot Velkin.
Ow.
Please keep in mind when I'm asking you this question, add 5 to your AC. Does a 5 hit? Does a 6 hit?
No.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Does a... What is that? Does a 17 hit?
No.
Does an 18 hit?
No.
Alright! The arrows clatter against the shields in front of you. And Uthemar, it's your turn.
Okay.
The absolute
14.
panic as I keep going up in number.
19.
On what?
Kobold Bow Pack 3.
Bow Pack 3, do you have angle to them? Yeah, I'll let you have angle to them. Go for it.
I have angle to them.
Cool. I couldn't quite tell from where you were at. Oh, yeah, you can. You definitely do, I see it. Perfect.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me damage on that.
Okay. Ow, only 4. Darn it.
Man, you sink an arrow into a kobold. He's chattering at you. He's not pleased with you, but he's alive. Anything else?
I'm gonna... Oh, dang it, I forgot to... I was gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
You can cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action, still.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Hunter's Mark, and then end my turn.
Alrighty. Which brings us to that creature's turn. I'm gonna go ahead and start its turn. And then because I don't actually need it to do anything, I am going to burn its 2 minutes to go grab a document that I need to pull up.
That seems like DM abuse.
Why does it seem like DM abuse?
No, I'm gonna roll my attack in the first 10 seconds of my next turn, and then I'm gonna go on a spiel about how dogs shouldn't be allowed inside homes.
No, look.
You get 2 minutes.
I'm pulling up a piece of rules that is important. I need to know how something in Velkin's class actually functions, alright?
Oh, great. This is going to be something that even I don't know.
Are you're 2 levels of Rifleman or 1 level of Rifleman right now?
1 level of Rifleman, 3 levels of Artificer.
Okay.
Otherwise I don't get a subclass.
Perfect. Okay. Then I know what's going on, and that only burned 1 minute. Sweet. Reset, and who is next in initiative?
It should be the tank, I think.
The tank actually goes with him. Velkin, you are actually next. You have 3 cylinders left and a tank.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh.
Keep in mind that when you are out of
let's
cylinders,
stop.
it will take you an action per cylinder to reload those.
Okay.
You don't have a quick, like
No.
pre-done cylinders?
No, I don't.
You should work on that.
You really
Yeah,
should.
that would be
Yeah.
a very good thing.
I didn't have time to do so because I was building this tank creature and mounting a shield in front of it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes,
I feel
but-
like the bullets is more important than the thing that's keeping literally the entire party alive right now. 100%.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying that I would have thought that you would have prepared
You're 1
it ahead
minute
of
in.
time as well.
Yeah, I know. Really, the only thing I'm going to start doing is reloading cylinders. So I'm actually going to take and reload a cylinder.
Oh, you're not going to shoot at somebody? Okay.
No.
I do, however, I apologize. I need to make a saving throw for something. Okay. Neat. And then I need to do this. Yep. Alright, cool.
Can you be afraid?
No, actually the opposite. You guys can all tell that Kobold Pack 1 is freaking the fuck out and is probably about to run. Wiess, it is your turn.
So solidify that fear.
I mean, you can, or you can just let them run away. Your call.
Well,
Don't
maybe
let them
if
run
we're-
away
we're gonna
because
hold
they'll come
Survivors
back
spread
with
rumors.
reinforcements.
That is a beautiful nat 20.
Okay, Wiess is cheating.
Alright.
No, I'm not.
Nah, Wiess just got the luck that I used against you guys last time.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna have you roll damage because there's only 1 HP left that you can do, so. One more kobold drops. Leaving only 1 kobold left in that pack. Wiess, you can hear that kobold screaming in Draconic, as can you, Wren, or Raven. Retreat! Retreat! And you can hear another. Go ahead.
I can almost hear the scream, Sigmar has abandoned us!
You can hear another voice from down below screaming, "You fools! Do not run!" Alright, Wiess, is anything else in your turn?
No.
Faeyra, you are up. 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Go!
I'm back up the wall. And cast another Chaos Bolt. Ooh!
Who are you shooting at, by the way?
The Kobold Pack.
Which one?
The one across from me, the one, pack
Okay,
one.
the one that has 1 guy left. Alright.
Yeah, the one that I'm absolutely gonna murder the fuck out
Can
of
you
right
do
now,
more
yeah.
than 5 damage? That's the question.
How does 34 damage sound? Oh, and I rolled 2 6s on the d8s, so that gets to trigger to another creature within 30 feet, which I think the other, yeah, that's within 25 feet. I
Yep.
can see Cold Pack 3, I can hit them too.
Nice. What element are you using?
Poison.
Poison? Alright.
That's 34 poison points to that pack that gets absolutely annihilated. And then, it chains to Cobalt Bow Pack 3. I have to make a roll for that.
Nice.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
All I'm hearing is we should just put all the spellcasters up front and just started blasting.
And that's gonna be psychic damage.
Alright, so you watch as 1 kobold in pack 3, the one that already has an arrow in his chest, starts reeling and clutching his head, and you actually watch blood start to pour out of its eyes as it collapses to the ground.
Nice.
So you have officially dropped 1 kobold in pack 3, and pack 1 is gone.
I've never gotten it to deep like that. That's the first time that's ever happened when I use Chaos Bolt. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Congratulations. Are you doing anything else in your turn? You have 10 more seconds.
I'm gonna move back and drop back down.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Alright, so next in initiative order is Kobold Bow Pack 2. I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick check. No. I was trying to see if, based on their angle, if they were intelligent enough to attempt to shoot Weilinn. No, they're not. Alright, and 5 more arrows clatter against the shields. This is going great for the kobolds.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Okay.
It's going great for them as them dying, then yes.
Why did we have so much trouble with this the first time we came in here? Oh wait, we didn't have a tank.
Fucking nat 20s.
We didn't have the tank.
Yeah, it had much more to do with the fact that you did not have the tank than anything else.
Yeah.
Mitzi is doing the same thing. She's just on standby for triage. Weilinn, it is your turn.
Shoot more bitches.
With 2 minutes on the clock, what are you gonna do?
Which group just shot at me? 2?
2, yes. You firing back?
Them.
And actually, technically, they didn't shoot at you. They couldn't figure out that they should.
Uh, 15.
15 hits, yes.
7 damage.
7? Alright, you put an arrow in a kobold and he heals over dead. Good job. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, next in initiative order is... Kobold. They can't do anything from where they're at. That group, on the other hand, can... Okay, you guys hear the elevators start to move, and can watch it to begin to descend.
Uh-oh.
They are deader than dead, so I can remove them. Drizzle, it is your turn. 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay, so Pack 2 and Pack 3 are still here, right?
Yes, both have taken 1 casualty.
I'll look at 2 and try to do Chill Touch again.
Alright, go for it.
Hey, a natural 20.
Spicy. Hit me with that damage, baby.
Rolling 2 dice or just double damage?
Your call, I don't care.
And that is 6 points of necrotic damage. One of them can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. Alright.
That's why I didn't bother having you roll the critical injury. Your chill touch just... You see one of them start to, like, draw his bow back and just... frozen in place. Just an ice cube.
It actually does necrotic damage.
But you're also a water genasi, and it's called Chill Touch, and I think that's more flavorful.
Oh, you freeze his heart.
You freeze-dried it.
Yeah, you're icy.
You freeze-dried him. Shouldn't the pressure of the bow being drawn back eventually shatter the thing's arm and make it fly off?
Actually, almost immediately. Good point. You watch as it kind of freeze-dries, and then its arm just go flying forward. And spiral off into the...
What trajectory does it take? Is there collateral damage from it?
No, it's just a husk. So,
I was just thinking the arrow attached to the hand goes flying down into the pit.
No, it's gone. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anything else, Drizzle?
Nope.
Alrighty. So now we are on pack 3, which knows there's things behind it. What can things behind the thing? Who can it see? Uthemar, you put an arrow in one of them already, right? Or no?
I put an arrow through the guy, and then he died.
Oh, Faeyra also. Alright, Faeyra, you're getting attacked now.
Hey, back.
Yep, they can just barely see you. Alright, so let me roll a d6 real quick to see something. Alright. All of them are shooting at you.
Great.
Is there only there's only 2, or is there 3 left?
Alright. Does a 7 hit you?
No.
With a +5 to your AC. Alright, how about a 12?
No.
13.
Nope.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, that'll fucking hit too.
Alright, so
Great.
critical hit, percentile dice. Hey, this is the first damage the entire party's taken this fight, so it's fine.
Yeah, we got you.
How are there more than 5 kobolds in that group?
Oh, you're right, one of those didn't hit. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say the natural 20
Because
didn't.
2 of those kobolds are
One
dead.
of the kobolds is dead, not 2. So I'm gonna say the crit does
because
not
I
hit.
shot one for
I
shot
4 points
one.
of damage.
Her Chaos Bolt killed it.
Yes.
And then Drizzle just killed one. So
not in
Drizzle
group
just
3.
killed one.
No, I did group 2.
Oh, I thought Drizzle shot group 3.
No. Drizzle did not shoot group 3. You take 6 points of damage. You don't get the critical injury. Because he's absolutely right. I rolled too many dice. Uthemar, it is your turn.
Okay. And 20.
Nat 20? Or dirty?
No, dirty 20.
Who are you shooting at? You never actually declared the target.
Oh, the only ones that I can see. Kobold Pack 3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your damage.
And 6.
6? Wax another one.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it. I'm gonna just
Okay, so I need to go ahead and
pass
make
it on.
a check. 3, they fail. Check for 2, they fail. Beginning of round, recheck. For 2, they pass. Recheck for 2, they fail. For 3, they fail. Okay. Perfect. So, a quick bit of flavor again for those who speak Draconic. The 2 packs that you guys have been shooting at both call a retreat, but one of them, Kobold Pack 2, rallies. So 3 is running, 2 is sticking. Velkin, it is your turn. Unless one of the Draconic speakers relays that information, you don't know it, because they have not started moving yet.
Oh no, I'd be relaying anything spoken
if shot at Kobold Pack 3.
Go for it. You have 4 cylinders live.
I didn't explode.
You did misfire, actually. Go ahead and roll me that d20 to see what your misfire result is.
Oh.
Alright.
Hello.
Let me see if you just exploded. Because I think you did.
More than likely. Seeing as its rifle has done nothing but misfire, yeah, this is a fitting end for it.
Yeah, this is a cataclysmic misfire. Alright. Cataclysmic failure.
Experimental rifle down the drain.
I mean, you did turn that rifle into a guitar.
Yeah.
Alright, so I need you to roll me damage for the rifle real quick.
Nine points.
9 points? Alright. The rifle blows apart in your hand, sending powder and fire up into your face. And you take 4 points of fire damage.
Dude, you okay?
Damage is mostly to my pride.
Do you need another weapon?
What?
Do you need another weapon? Or do you have another gun?
I have sword.
I have my rifle that I won in the competition, but it's a not
I'm guessing
articulating cylinder thing. It's just you have to pack it every time, I think.
Yeah, I can load a firearm. I just
Wiess, it is your turn.
this one was mostly put together.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and hand my rifle over to.
You can do that on your initiative
for him. Okay.
We are going to fire at Pack 3.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Hits.
That weapon never got added to my inventory.
Yeah, it's 'cause I haven't built a block for it yet.
Okay.
In the actual software.
Yeah, 8.
8? Yeah, you blow another one out of the water. Pack 3 is now taking 3 casualties. Anything else?
Nope.
Faeyra. It is your turn, and for once you weren't the one who exploded.
I know, it's great.
2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock.
Going to cast Firebolt at Pack 3. Ooh! Too soon!
Yep. Alright, go ahead and roll me that wild magic, baby. D100.
$77.
Oh God!
So
what
you
do we
go.
do now?
I need you to roll me a D4 real quick.
Oh no.
Alright, so you go to cast a firebolt, and as you throw your arms forward, they disappear.
Great!
You can feel them. You still have arms, but they ain't there right now.
Alright.
This is like
and
the
then
highest
I'm gonna
thing.
use, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use 3 of my sorcery points to get a 2nd level spell slot back.
Okay. Anything else?
And then I'm gonna move back out of here.
It's very weird. Your arms are incredibly cold right now.
Pharaoh, where's your arms?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Wait a minute. Yeah, where's your arms? And you just turned around and shrugged at him?
Yes.
You're not even
I poke him with my invisible arms.
You don't. Nope. You don't get poked. You feel your arm pass through his very soul, and you feel really weird.
Me?
Yes.
That's interesting.
It's like you're touching my soul. Oh, it's extremely cold.
On my insides.
Weilinn, does a 5 hit you?
No.
Does a 8 hit you?
No.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Even with the +5?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I have a 15. Yeah, I have a 15.
Alright, you take 4 points of piercing damage as an arrow slips through the shield wall and lances into you.
Stupid tank! Do your job.
You bitching out the tank that saved the lives of the entire party.
Wow.
How ungrateful.
The
Alright.
compartment flips open from the back of the tank, extends a mechanical hand, slowly puts the middle finger, and then goes back into the tank.
That's awesome. He just got flipped off by the tank.
There we go.
Wait, is the tank sentient?
No.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
It's on the list of things to do, but it is not yet sentient.
Okay.
Yes.
That was
Alright.
Uthemar actually asking.
Mistake by
That-
making
that-
it sentient.
That was Uthemar asking, not Sigibold.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, is that thing sentient?
No,
Alright.
it isn't, but I do have some pretty nice sensors in there. It can detect malice.
Cool. Alright. Who's next? Now that Faeyra's arms are invisible.
Okay, so that is +4. Okay, you watch as a kobold in robes that is all white starts charging up the stairs and extends his hand. A bolt of ice comes clattering across the shields. You can hear the shields creaking, grow under the ice, and fucking flecks of snow just spray up and over your guys' heads. But the shield holds.
Great.
Just kind of cold the shields.
Alright, and that completes its turn. Mitzi is spending her entire turn trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with your arms. Because she is the doctor. And Weilinn, it is now your turn. 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
Did that man just shoot a cone of ice at us? So what the hell did he just do? Oh, the tank. The tank lunges at the man in white.
No!
The opposite offenders but just shot snow at us.
I just wanted to know what the distance was from the kobolds to the tank.
Is that something I can do?
Is what a thing you can do?
Called shot?
On.
The guy running up the stairs?
Yeah, but it already that character also has 3/4 cover because of its angle.
Oh,
So that's a +5 to its AC. It's technically
Yeah,
30
there's a-
feet down right now.
There's also a pillar, a big wooden pillar in the way.
You're basically gonna have to like go prone and try to shoot around shit in order to make that shot.
I don't even think I can see from where I am. I'm just going to shoot at the kobold pack then.
Which one? 2 or 3?
Two. I can't see 3.
Do you hit?
I assume an 11 kills.
Yes. No, you absolutely kill yet another kobold from that bow pack. There are now 2 kobolds left in both packs 2 and 3.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Act 2 is gonna go ahead and throw some arrows at the tank.
I like to imagine they're literally throwing them.
Did you know D10s and D20s are different?
I did.
Oh my god! One of them crits the tank!
What?
Holy shit! And he rolled a 6 on his damage! You see one arrow actually make it past the shields and into the inner workings of the tank and goes and it takes 12 points of damage.
Ow.
Ow.
I know what DM's inspiration is good for.
Huh?
So remind me what DM's inspiration is good for.
Re-rolling a roll
Okay.
is one of the better things to use it for. Alright, so that is pack 2, and there is this. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Oh, I see what I did. Never mind, it did not take any damage because I mistook Kobold Bow Pack 2 for Kobold Pack 2. That's what happens when you have too many kobolds on your map. Regular Kobold Pack 2 arrives up on the top platform, charging out of the elevator. Now...
Oh, great!
That is happening. Okay.
Another technical question.
Yeah?
In theory, if I had advantage on a roll, and then I use DM's inspiration to re-roll the roll, do I still have advantage on the roll?
No, you only get to roll one more time.
Okay.
Alright,
That's a
so...
lot more kobolds.
It is now Drizzle's turn.
Oh, that's a lot of kobolds.
I'm gonna be needing to go very soon.
I know you are.
I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at one of them.
Okay.
First level. Let's see. What do I need to do? Because Ice Knife is fucking weird. Uh, 15 to hit.
15 to hit. Hits.
Okay, so one of them is gonna take 6 points of piercing damage, and then I need it and all creatures within 5 feet of it to make a Dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
And within how many feet of it?
5 feet.
There's nothing within 5
So
feet.
potentially up. There's nothing of.
I mean themselves.
Within 5 feet of one of them.
And it's for
Okay.
what? Or to be knocked prone?
No, it just takes extra damage if it fails.
Okay, the other things will take damage.
Yes, so it and everything around it takes within 5 feet takes. It makes a Dex saver, takes 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, so roll 2 more 2d6 cold damages. And I just realized I am missing a group of kobolds.
That is 10 cold damage to the creature that was hit and everything within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
That failed the Dex save.
You blast 3 kobolds out of that pack.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys watch as like he wicks some of the water off of his skin, it freezes, and then he throws it out, and as it hits, it explodes.
Drizzle, your magic's learning from yourself.
What the fuck did you just say?
Your magic is learning.
Yes, Weilinn, that's what it is.
Where? How?
Yes.
Somehow I'm missing an entire kobold pack off this thing. I don't know where it ended up. That's fucking
You
weird.
deleted it.
No.
Oh, we killed the one.
Yeah, you killed one. I'm literally missing one of the ground packs, so I know what I'm gonna do to handle that problem. But, yeah. It's fine. It's just weird. Alright, so next, after Drizzle... Actually, let me roll one thing. Okay, so they're going to be last in initiative stack, so I know where they are and what they're doing. Cool. Next, after Drizzle, is Kobold Bow Pack 3, which you guys see scamper into the back corner and disappear.
Oh.
Uthemar, your turn.
I am going to take aim at the front and center Kobold Pack 2 and Nat 20.
Okay.
That rolled an 8, baby. 11 damage.
Woo woo.
And that's a crit.
Okay, you wax another kobold from pack 2. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna offer to heal heal Velkin on my next turn.
Okay.
Next time I have initiative.
Oh, you wanted to pass him that rifle.
Yeah, I pass him the rifle.
Okay, you see next another full kobold pack come up onto the platform. Coming up from the ladder, one by one by one.
Oops.
Okay, so now is the time for me to do the do. Kobold pack fails. Kobold pack fails. Alright, you guys hear Kobold pack 2 sounding the retreat once again. This time you think they might actually break. Velkin, it is your turn. You have a broken rifle in your hand and have just been handed a brand new one.
Obviously, I'm going to take the not-so-broken one. See, if I step forward, can I get an accurate... No, I can't, because he would still have cover because of the damn post.
You also need to load that rifle.
Oh, yeah, that's fair point.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't
Are you going to
load
charge
it.
me my full action to load that rifle, or is
It
that
is a full action
bonus
to load the
action?
rifle.
Okay, but Artificer says it's bonus action.
Artificer is based off the way that traditional D&D handles their firearms. This is not a traditional D&D firearm. It is a
All right,
full action.
well then I'm going to take my full action to load the rifle.
Alrighty. There we go, that's what I was looking for. And are you doing anything in your bonus action?
Nothing's in range of the tank.
Okay. Alrighty, that brings us to Wiess. 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, go!
Okay, we are shooting, I guess, at this massive clusterfuck that's just here on the platform.
Okay. Are you shooting at the single kobold, or are you shooting at the, new group?
Attempt the single.
Yeah, go for it.
No, dude. We're literally in the middle of this group.
That is a nat 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Getting lucky on the rolls today.
Yeah, it's the Drizzle dice too, so you know.
Every time.
Of course it is.
Knock on wood.
Drizzle.
Yeah, I think she's... The fucking... Wiess is taking all my goddamn luck.
How much damage?
D10.
I need fireball.
Be a 10.
It's gone. It's dead.
one-shot the spellcaster?
No. Alright,
God, I
anything
wish.
else on your turn?
Oh, I
No.
thought she was going after the spellcaster.
No. I took out that other pack.
Okay.
That single in it.
I move up here, and I'm on the ceiling. Do I have a clear shot at that spellcaster?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm above the tank lines and stuff, the like shield and stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to get advantage, and I'm gonna cast a level 2 Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
It's 19 hit.
It does indeed.
Alright, so I get 2d8, and I get an extra d6, because I upcasted. Let's make that fire damage.
Why does it say you only did d6?
I did 8, 9, I did 11 total. I did an extra d6
Oh,
when
I
I
just wasn't-
upcasted, but I
okay.
can't add that to my...
I see.
You'll have to add the extra 3.
Does it jump or
manually, 'cause
no?
I can't add it to something. No.
Cool.
No, not this time.
And you said it was fire damage?
Yep.
3,
And then I will go back and drop back down.
Okay. I need to make a roll. Okay, so you watch as your Chaos Bolt arcs towards him, but it keeps flickering in and out of existence as it's coming from your non-existent arms. It does make an impact, but it seems like it makes an impact with only half of what it should have, as the other half of it wisps through it, and you can kind of see this weird ghost of the fire moving off into the nothingness.
That's weird.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, you watch as Bowpack number 2 also skitters off into the darkness and vanishes. The mage, now finally taking his place at the top of the platform, is going to cast again. Now, what I need to do is I need to check on what I was already checking on for last time. Alright, I have it up still. Okay, and he has a what on his attack? +4. Okay. Three attacks straight at the tank. Alright, so you watch as 3 giant beams of ice arc out of his hands, and ice is now caked thick on this tank. You don't think it did any damage, but you're fairly certain the tank will not be able to move until you do some chipping away of this ice.
Is it on the shields or on the tank itself?
The shield's dripping down onto the tank itself. But with the flamethrower on the front, you're realizing that it's already starting to melt, so you may not have to do much. Next is Mitzi, who is still very concerned about the arms, but doesn't really have a whole lot else she can do. Weilinn, it is your turn.
Stop shooting ice at us, motherfucker. 18.
18 hits.
Fucking hell.
4 more points of damage to it. Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna keep calling it Slayers and give it the finger.
Okay.
You're gonna make it mad, and it's gonna target.
Oh, wait
you
a second.
next.
Wait a second. No. I do have something else.
Okay.
I can re-roll that 1 because of my lucky trait.
Yes, you can.
I remembered.
Oh, halflings.
You want to take that 4 damage off? Because I would much rather do the 11.
Damn!
Really? You don't say.
Reroll a 1 to an 8.
It is not looking good. Alrighty. Those of you who can speak Draconic, hear a more demanding voice. The same one that called for a told the people not to retreat before. Yells, "Retreat! Retreat!"
Shoot that motherfucker!
You can't see him. He's down below somewhere.
Oh, I was pointing at the wizard. I don't know who spoke in Draconic. I figured it's him. I'm just gonna tell him to shoot that motherfucker still.
Okay, and now I need a perception check from Weilinn and from Velkin, since you're the only ones that might see.
I'm generally pretty decent at those. 21.
Okay.
21. And Velkin is fascinated by the new musket.
Weilinn sees it. Weilinn, you see that kobold? You see a glimpse of white running off towards the right-hand side of the cavern. You don't see exactly where it goes, but you see it running off.
Shoot that motherfucker! And I'm gonna point towards the white speck.
And yeah, there's no way you're making the shot, but you do so. You also hear the sorcerer, who is bloodied and angry, scream, "Fool! No retreat! Kill them all!" And with that, and Drizzle being the next person in initiative, that is where we're going to wrap this week's session.
Damn it! Oh, man.
I'm sure Azzy's not going to make me regret using Tides of Chaos at all in these tight confines.
No, not at all.
Right?
Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you had an absolutely fantastic time. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you. But yeah, we will be back as always next week on Logical Use channel. He is really, really close to affiliate, so go ahead and go over there, give him that follow, tune into his streams. We got to push him over the edge. And yeah, that's the next thing happening for us, so tune in there, and we'll see